Nate
the
sends.
worst thing to work with, I promise.
Yeah,
It's the hardest fucking
Nate
thing.
sends me a picture of his hand that's just all red.
Killed
And
somebody.
yeah, it kind of did. And I go, "You dyeing your hair again, or did a body part take a hard
Fucking up
L?"
the contrast of my screen here.
I need to get this dye that's on my fucking head off because
gotta-
it makes my
you-
hair look uneven.
You
It's
got to be
just the
careful
dye.
about with those headphones, man. Don't want that dye
Yeah.
getting onto those headphones.
So this
Yeah.
comment, I can feel it in my ribs. It hurts too much. Have to return. Like that big.
1 second.
Fuck.
Yeah. How small is this girl?
Let's see. Is that just a fucking thing of Dove? Is that a
Probably.
bar of like Dove deodorant, Dakimakura?
Where are you at?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on Etsy.
Oh, I thought you were on Adam and Eve. I'm like, where are you seeing this
No,
stuff?
no, I'm on. Oh no, it's Dio.
We got some sex machines. $1,500. Let's go. I purchased this for my fiance. I always wanted to watch her use it. She's not very happy that I got it,
When
but
the
she used
fuck
it
is Nate
anyways.
getting back? He needs to get back
Madness. Fucking madness.
Yeah, we quickly, for anyone listening in the preamble, we were reviewing
Yep.
sex toys, as well as
What you
things
guys are
from
doing.
Etsy. Yeah, I would say when I say we were reviewing sex toys, I say it was just solely me by myself.
now. You were
But,
reading
I
reviews,
won't.
not
Yeah,
actually reviewing.
yeah, sorry, I wasn't reviewing. I was reading reviews. So let's clear that up here. But it was solely me
Nate,
by
get
myself.
fucking back here, you asshole! I need to show you this.
Ugh. I can see why you didn't want to do the podcast today.
Was he a beach?
Okay, boyos, let's boyo it up because we are boys and we like the O's.
He wanted to dye his hair instead
Yeah,
today.
man.
Yeah, I fucking got sick,
Damn.
sick
Butts.
swag. You
I've
got
heard of
sick
the
nuts too.
swag.
You got a 6 what?
Sick swag, not a
Oh,
six.
6 swag.
Oh, I bet you got 6 Flags.
I do have Six Flags too. I purchased it the other day.
You purchased
bought-
6 Flags.
You bought a whole Six Flags.
You
I did.
brought the old
This is his
man.
third time.
Good.
The old
Oh, there's
man,
a-
the old dancing guy.
Wow, I'm surprised I had to go to page 9 to
Bleh.
see my first, the first Hatsune Miku Dakimakura. I've seen 3 Leon S. Kennedy ones, and only 1 Hatsune Miku. I'm kind of upset.
What is this?
That's a Dakimakura that I saw on Etsy.
You thought it was deodorant, but it was deodorant.
Hey, who was the guy that you guys built a server with for Days of Our Lives, Schroeder?
Mark.
Acid. Yeah, there we go. The other guy.
Xenosphinx.
Xenosphinx. I was looking at him. He's in class. He said yesterday to get a hold of him. He is starting a course, an online web design course that he's $40 a month, and that 3 people can do it with him for free. And he wanted to know if you were interested.
That'd be dope.
And all he has to do is give you the key as long as he pays for it. You have access to all the courses and all the classes for free. Yeah, it says
Cool.
in Discord it says he's in class right now, so that's what made me think about it.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You can do that.
Yeah, it's I don't remember the website
Learning
he's
right
using.
now.
I
Yeah,
don't remember
talk
learning.
I don't remember what website it was. But he said I've heard of it before, but I don't remember what it was actually called.
Probably like Udemy or something.
Something like that.
Should we be wearing our masks right now?
Oh, absolutely. We're all at least like half an inch away from each other. Come on, boys. What are you
Social
doing? This ain't
distancing.
6 feet.
I'm just gonna use rolling papers.
There we go.
'Cause they got that one end that's kind of sticky.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit, I'm out. I fucked this up. There we go.
All right.
Let's go, boys.
Audio's gonna
Well,
take a big old hit
Schroeder's
tonight.
Schroeder's got some
So
It's like some
level
bo-
unlocked.
some
So
bondage.
level unbobbed pandemic cast.
It's a rolling paper.
I like it. It looks like a waxing strip. And you're gonna wax your beard, it's gonna rip it off, it's gonna rip off your face.
Oh, this is upside down.
Oh,
I
that's
love
a
that it
nice
says
one.
fucking
But you
Trend
can't tell
Micro and
because
Best Buy.
it's backwards in the
trend.
camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Trend
So
Micro
you can't even
and
tell
Best
it's
Buy one.
backwards and upside down.
What?
It
That's
looks
fucking
right
cool.
side up and
Yeah,
normal.
Trend Micro sent it to us.
Really?
We know what's
Yeah.
up. That's what I use. I use it's for fishing usually.
That's
Well,
fucking
maybe
cool.
Going on.
The
'Cause we're
guy
not
on my
sponsored.
skin needs to go the fuck away.
I have to roll it down. We're not sponsored. Yeah, there you go.
Hey!
I see a ton of people like that. Mark, where's your mask?
In my car.
He doesn't need one because everyone else has one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so he's a
true.
good one.
Well, what if
That's how
he's
COVID
infected?
works.
What if he's infected though? Then we're all fucked.
No, I got my mask on. I'm okay.
No, but the mask doesn't protect you from getting it. It protects.
Doesn't
What's
matter. He
that?
wears it. Okay. That's all that matters. Son of a bitch. Okay. Someone talk.
Hello.
But
Holy potato
Titties.
chips.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
There's a sandbag one.
How
That's
mu-
cool.
See,
much
for
did-
anybody that's new to the show, they will have no idea who's talking.
No,
True.
they won't.
Like, who are these guys?
Well, except for the green border around us.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
And then Nate over here with his
Thieves.
murder blood fingers. So looks like.
Yeah.
The murder blood fingers.
Make sure I change Lobcast to Bobcast and
Attack the Death Star.
Oh man, there's a Danny Sexbang one.
what'd you say to me?
I can't
Fuck
do
you
this.
say to me, you little shit.
Okay.
I don't have the
I-
strength to do this all episode.
Yeah, me neither. I can't breathe. I'm too fat.
9 hours a day, boys. 9 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love I love how it's just so simple to. That's fucking genius, though.
Here we go.
There you go. I used to have one of those for football. It was Under Armour. Like before they made them for these, they actually made them for like the winter and
Yeah,
football players.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a balaclava,
Yeah.
basically.
Fucking
Oh,
use
yeah.
that bad boy to stand on the sidelines, keep myself nice and warm. You know how it goes.
Yeah, when you're not playing.
Oh, I never played.
That's goddamn intense, man.
I just had it for myself. I was super excited and I got one. I was like, "Fuck yeah, man! Now I can stand on the on the sidelines and keep myself warm all day." Fucking exciting. Okay. So everything seems to be Goocher. And whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready.
We'll send whenever send.
Word up.
Yo, I'm ready to play some basketball. Who's ready to shoot some hoops?
Good.
There, cover my beard. I don't want to get anything
bro,
in my beard.
I don't know. I am so silly. What am I doing?
Exactly.
I'm so silly.
What are you doing? Oh, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna grab his big old like mask.
Big old dog.
There we go. There we go.
Just fucking wear that to work tomorrow.
There we go.
See you later. See you later, Dave. You ain't coming in here.
Ah, shit, I gotta move your
Dave
fucking-
isn't welcome.
God, suck, fuck.
Sucking fucking suck. It's a piece of shit, and I don't like it.
Glad I didn't have live yet.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I gotta move everyone's
I'm
name
dead.
around. Hang on. I almost forgot. Forgot Nate wasn't on here last week.
I'm trying to make a hair volcano.
I like it. And James
Oh,
goes
yeah.
up there.
There we go.
Okay. Jeffrey Squoda goes over here.
Jeffrey Scrotum.
Mark Milburn, I don't know if you guys probably don't know who that is, but he used to.
I know who
it was
that is.
Jeffrey Schroeder. It was Jeffrey Scroda. I think like he knew he was saying it too. And he would say
There
it
we
on
go.
purpose, and Jeff would be like, "Dude,
Yep.
it's not my fucking name."
Yo.
I would, you know what I would do? I would just pantomime that I was talking to somebody all the time.
Walker.
I would talk so quiet.
I'd be like,
I got that Xavier Woods hair.
fucking like it.
Get
Yeah,
ready
Mark.
for up, down, down.
Dick.
Mark, he's not like, he's got hearing aids and stuff, so he's hard of hearing. Yeah, Schroeder always fuck with him just by like mouthing words. Because Mark would just like be a dick and be like, he would like in front of clients be like Scroda. Schroeder would be like, it's not my name. Hi, I'm Jeff. And then, so that just became like a running joke.
You're
Yeah.
a running joke.
It is true.
Ooh, fucking got him.
That is very true. Okay, boys, let's count it
I'm
up.
done looking at the documakras.
I'm done looking
Two
at Adam and Eve.
Documarias.
Everyone ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, back for another week of what is now, once again, the Level Unlock podcast.
Nope.
We appreciate you, Nate
Wait.
James. Yeah,
Oh,
we bought it. Nate James bought it
yeah,
back.
That's right.
That's
And
right,
then-
that's right.
As
That's
a
where he was
boss-
last week. He was in negotiations.
Yeah, he was. That's why he wasn't here. And he was like, "This is how it's gonna go." And then us four were like, "Well, fuck you. This is how it's gonna go." And he's like, "Okay, cool." So ended up
Okay.
playing out really well. So thank you, man, very much for that. So once again, welcome back to the newly refined Level Unlock podcast. Technically, episode 71. So we'll just keep going with that. It's too hard to start over. So we'll just keep going in order. Makes life easier. So welcome everyone to a crazy week. So we appreciate you
Very
being
crazy
here.
week.
We appreciate you taking your time out of the week of absolutely chaoticness, and hopefully this allows you to get away from all that noise and relax
bit.
and hang out and just zen out and get rid of all the noise from the outside world. So
Yes.
we appreciate you listening and we appreciate you being here. As always, if you would like to join the Unlock Nation, the Lockpick Nation, you can by going to patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast. Where there you can then find multiple different tiers where you are able to sign up for different items, different categories, and each one unlocks a new tier and become a more masterful lockpicker, as well as all the socials. So what's up, boys? How's all your weeks been? I know it's been kind of wild and crazy, and what have you guys all been up to? Start with Mr. Rudolph the red hair reindeer, Mr. Nate James.
Oh boy. All right. So, well, I did this, and I did this. So
Did you paint
the
your
hair
nails
changed.
too?
And... No, it's the hair dye.
And for those who don't know what
Yeah,
this is,
boy.
if you're listening to the audio only version, he dyed
Yeah,
his
remember,
hair
Yeah.
red. It actually
Yes,
looks pretty
like-
cool.
Like
So
it,
As soon
it
as I
looks
get
like
rid of this
Dennis
bullshit
Rodman
on the
red.
side,
it actually looks
I'm-
pretty cool. I like it. I like the color.
I'm probably gonna do a half split of black whenever I get bored
Nice.
again. But,
Actually, my favorite color. I really like it. I'm just fucking with you, man. But I do like the
thank
color
you.
though.
I appreciate
You're welcome.
it. As soon as I get rid of this fucking there's dye right here going in like a half circle here, and it makes my fucking hair look uneven because of it. And it needs to go away before I go to work tomorrow because I'm already gonna get roasted for the hair to begin with, and I fully was
Here,
prepared
here.
for this.
Oh yeah.
Hold-
little
hold on,
bit.
hold on.
I just need an
I'm
alcohol
already used
wipe,
to it. You'll
really.
get used to it really quick.
Yeah. What am I holding for?
Try and here. Let me do this.
Oh shit,
Do
he's
this.
gone.
No.
I remember when
No,
I
it won't let me share my. It won't let me share my screen. I'm trying to put up a picture of Dennis Rodman with his
There
red
you go.
hair, but it didn't work.
Other than that, I mean, my week hasn't really been all that eventful. I Had some personal shit happen. So that's always fun. Played some video games, not really too many. I don't recall if I played that many video games. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think so. I might have. I worked on music. I got that done. That was cool. I'm like 10% through a song. So that's
Nice.
nice.
What kind of beat making? Or is it a surprise?
It's a surprise to me too. I fucking
I
know.
gotcha.
I got a bass line and then I got that shit looped and I like the way it sounds so far. And that took me half an hour of listening to it. It took me half an hour to decide I like it after listening to it for about an hour and a half.
So are
Because
you
I
gonna
just sat
be
there and let it go over and over and over and over again.
are you gonna be my DJ for when I start my gangster rap career?
Oh, for sure, my guy.
Sick.
I got the hair starting to be like wild different colors. Like we're gonna do some crazy shit. We're just not gonna go like 6ix9ine level, you know?
No, you're just gonna stick at the Dennis Rodman level.
Dennis Rodman is gonna grow out a little bit. We might hit peep or something. We'll see. I don't know. I got options. But I don't really think I did really a lot this week. I guess I did do a cool thing. I got a boat with a couple buddies. We went out on the boat for a couple hours. We got a speedboat and we went all around like a good chunk of Lake Erie. Not like all of it, obviously, but like a good chunk of what we typically see. We
Nice.
hit the bayfront areas where we left from, and then we went all around the entirety of the bay, and then we swam a bit. We jumped off the boat. Turns out they forgot to put the ladder back on the boat, so we had to like fucking maneuver our way back onto the boat with like pure upper arm strength, which is really dangerous because
Yeah.
where you have to come up is the back. And do you know what's on the back of a boat?
Rudder.
The propeller. The propeller is not. I mean, like if you like step on it or something, your biggest issue is you might get a little cut. But like propellers they're more blunt than anything. But when they spin, that's when they're dangerous. But like we were stopped, so it's fine. But like we just had to like throw our legs outwards and fucking seal our way onto the boat. Just.
I could see you doing that.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was fun. Other than that, I ended up hanging out with some. I guess I did do more than I thought I did. I just didn't do a lot on the internet this week. I played 15, not 15. Played 14 with you, James
Yep.
and. I mean,
Mike.
I haven't really played with you yet. You're in a different area than I am. I can't get to you.
Completely
But,
different. Well, I can get to you now.
Can you? You're in. You've gotten to Thalahan.
Well, I've got to. I can go to like. I can go all to all the starting places now.
Okay. Other than that, I hung out with some friends I haven't talked to in about a year and a half, 2 years. That was cool. They kidnapped me one night. I was
Nice.
sitting here
Remember
minding
that.
my own business with James, and I get a phone call. Well, I get a text saying, "Hey, fucker." And I'm like, "Hello." And they're like, "Answer your phone." And I'm like, okay. I get on the phone. I say, "Hey, what's going on?" And they're like, "I'm kidnapping you. Be ready. Bye." Click. And I'm like, "Okay."
Well, that's a pretty shitty kidnapping. They let you know.
Well, like, yeah, but I mean, it still was enough to very much confuse me because I was not prepared. And then all of a sudden, they're in front of my house, and like, "Hey, get the fuck out here!" And I'm like, "Hey, I gotta put my shoes on." And then like, it was my friend Lexi, my friend Becca, my buddy Jet.
That's pretty
So that
cool
was
though.
cool. And then we hung out again. That was interesting. Like I've been doing more like social stuff because
Good.
as much as I do agree that Dave is definitely like still a bit sketch, all the people I've chosen to hang out with or be around are also in the same boat. So if you use the logic there, it's a bunch of people who already have been quarantining. So if we've all been quarantining, we're all safe.
Good.
So yeah. Can't think of anything else. I played Siege. Final Fantasy 14 is pretty fun. The main man MZ hit me up with 2 months of a sub, so that's why I'm really getting into it right now. Is because I'm gonna make sure the $30 is at least well spent. And yeah, that's pretty much my week. I haven't really done much. What about you, Schroeder? What's been going on with you?
I've been staying busy on this end. Went kayaking again the other day. That was pretty dope. We go up to
Nice.
the Alleghenies. Yeah, we start out around Titty Ute and finish up in Ty Nesta. It's pretty dope. Took my sister out for the first time in a long time. She'd been out in the water, and then her friend came with her, and that was her first time in the water. And they were having fun for like the first 3 hours. Hour 6 rolls by, they're really ready to get off the water. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a much shorter run, but it wasn't. There was one spot we could have gotten off, but uh, it was. It didn't seem like we were on the water quite long enough, so we kept going, and I didn't realize how far the other spot was. But everything was kosher.
Oops. That's good.
Yep. They well, Jolene got burned pretty bad. Man, these fucking girls, man. I'm like, put sunscreen on. Nah, I want some sun. I need
Yep.
to get a tan. Do you not realize that your skin is on level 1?
Yep.
It has been inside all winter,
Yeah,
and you're throwing it in front of level 300 sun. Like,
you're done.
throw some SPF on, bro. Other than that, I actually picked up a bike, which is kind of
Yeah, you did.
A
Yeah.
motorcycle.
I did a
A
motorbike.
motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a Honda CTX. 700.
How's it drive?
Oh shit.
Haven't really even ridden it yet. I rode it a little bit at my uncle's house. I scooped off of him. My cousin brought it over because I don't have my license yet, or not. I don't even have a permit yet. So I'm gonna do that this week and get out there riding around. So that should be pretty deep.
That's awesome.
For
It's
sure.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Once you get your permit for your bike, it's actually safer to ride without other people. So you do all of your training hours by yourself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I
So
mainly got it for the gas mileage. Like I
Yeah.
plan on driving far distances this year, so having a bike is way more efficient.
they're just
Um,
dangerous.
yeah, for sure. Other than that, we got Kyle's computer all built and set up and ready to go. We told him that the RGBs were stuck on pink,
Mm.
which
Nice.
So, and we let him believe that for like half the day. So that was cool. But now he'll be able to. Yeah, we named it the Pink Panther. But he'll be jumping on here with us here soon enough. His work opened back up, so he's been working from like 2 to 11 or something. So he'll be only on later at night, which should be good for you, Geach. But other than that, so that's pretty eventful. What else did I do?
I am, man.
There are a few other little things, but nothing like you, Kitsu. Nothing super productive in the
Gaming world.
yeah, in the gaming and stuff.
Oh, good.
When we finished up, somebody turned my. I don't remember if this happened before or after the podcast. I think it happened before last week. What's up, Zeno? My book bag had come up missing with
Yeah.
Kyle's processor in it.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
A good Samaritan turned it in.
Hey!
Yeah,
That's fucking
they turned
awesome.
my book bag. I thought that thing was gone. I thought it was gone so hard that I went and returned. I went out the next day and bought another processor. So
They allow you
I
to
don't-
return that?
yeah, you had 14 days. Thank heavens.
Good.
And I never opened it even. I didn't even. The dude
That's
started
good.
opening it at the thing. I was like, he's like, "What's wrong with it?" And started tearing it. I'm like, "No, it hasn't even been opened yet, bro." So, like, I work in retail too. Don't open this. Like, it's good. It's still.
That happened to me. I went to
Throw
go.
it back
I
on the shelf.
I went to Walmart and I bought one of those Super Nintendo Minis when they 1st
Mhm.
came out because I was gonna resell it. And by the time I got around to reselling it, the value of them were already like shit, so it wasn't even worth
Ah.
anything. So I went to go return it to Walmart, and I was like, "Yeah, it's not even open. Everything's still in there. I never even touched it." The lady takes the box, breaks the seal, opens the box, take everything out of it, and she was like, "Are you sure everything's here?" I'm like, "You literally
Broke the
just
seal.
opened a non-sealed Nintendo. Like what are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, we can't return it." I'm like, "Why couldn't you return it?" And she was like, "I don't think everything's here." I'm like, "You literally just opened the box." And she was like, "No, it was already open." I'm
It
like,
was not already open.
I was so mad. I'm
See,
like,
that's
"You're
why you don't
joking,
buy
right?"
anything from Walmart.
I was like, you're joking, right?" And she was like, "No." I'm like, "I literally just watched you take your finger, slide it across a piece of tape, and opened up the seal. I could have sold this." from probably a couple dollars more, and you just ruined it because you decided to open it. And she looked at me and she said, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, oh. I was not happy at all.
No, I
Oh,
would
yeah,
not
I'd
be a
be
happy
pissed.
camper about that
Yeah.
either.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I mean to.
I'd be a little salty about that. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not happy.
But other
Anything
than
else?
that, man, not a whole lot. Just kind of chilling, doing my thing. Anything else going on? No, really nothing in the gaming world. I think eventually I want to play some Warhammer.
There you go.
Total War. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because when we went to Micro Center, there's a games workshop right there, and it was closed the first time we went, but they were open just super limited the second time I went, and those places are dope. What's up, Piff? How you doing, brother?
They're very expensive
They are very expensive.
places.
It's a super
They're
expensive hobby.
dangerous place
Yes.
to go if you have
But
money.
But it is dope going in there because like I like to look at the display cases that have the armies people painted.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's cool.
Wasn't it
in my
Gateway
youth-
Games that used to have that in Erie?
Yep.
Yeah.
They still. Well, I don't. They moved.
They're not in the West Erie Plaza anymore, but they moved up to 26th Street, behind, right next to the cemetery.
Oh,
I
okay,
didn't know it was
yeah,
still
yeah.
a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
it's still a thing.
Other than that, I think that's it, man.
Word.
One
Yeah.
thing for you, Schroeder. I was actually talking to Dale quite a bit today, and he's gonna get his computer all fixed up, and we're gonna try to get back into Arc if you're interested.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still paying for those servers.
Good.
So
So it's
here's
probably a
the-
good
here-
idea.
Here's the thing, though. Everyone isn't. We're gonna go to the Genesis. He wants to try the Genesis map, as do I, and we all want to be level 1 because we all need to be afraid. We all need to be very concerned. We can't have a safety area to go to, and like
I don't know anything about that map, so it'll be a new experience for me as well.
exactly like that's kind of thing we were talking about is like we all want to be on the exact same platform because it's a new place, new creatures, and like we're all gonna be walking in blind.
We could always
And
go vanilla.
Okay, well, don't be crazy.
I want to try
I
the
mean, we
Crystal
could-
Isles when that comes out next week. For anyone, it's
That's
free.
coming out next week.
Yeah, it comes out. It was supposed to come out 2 days ago, but
Yeah.
they postponed it because of everything going on. It's
Dave.
no, although the protests and
Call
everything.
that. Yeah, what are we
Oh.
gonna call that? What cute name are we gonna give that?
Edie,
I don't think we should. I don't think we should change the name
Yeah,
of it.
no, we really shouldn't.
Yeah,
Eyebrows
I don't think
down
we
right
should.
There.
Yeah, I don't think we should change the name of that.
Steven.
We'll leave that one alone.
But basically, because it's the 5th year anniversary, the 5th year celebration anniversary, so they felt that now isn't a good time to be celebrating when there's more precedent matters
Yeah.
going on. So they postponed it to next week. So if anyone's down, I know me and Mark are. We would get a group of people to go look at that.
Okay.
Brand new, added to. I guess me and Mark were talking about it. It's been a modded Arc server for like over 5 years. And then finally, they just the makers of Arc was like, "It's actually a pretty cool looking world," and they bought the rights to it and are making it an official map.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That
I don't
isn't
know.
that what they did? Isn't that how Ragnarok came to live?
Yep, that's exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Or
So that's
Hey
good.
man, just goes to show, man. You put out quality content.
And the company. I don't know how the royalties will go
Figure
off
out how
of
to
because it's free to
advertise it.
download, but
Well, it was probably like they paid them one lump sum at the beginning, and then they're like, "This is ours
That's
now."
how a lot of them do it.
That's
I
what
gotcha.
I was hoping to do. I wouldn't mind doing Genesis. The only thing is that it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Like it's difficult, and it's also, yeah, that's the best way to put it. Like you have to kind of have experience in Arc, I'd say, and like dying
Yeah.
over and over again and rebuilding your shit like 25 times before you can actually build a bed. Like
I got you.
that's what happened with me.
Right.
Speaking
a
of
wolf.
Arc right now, if you
I'm
don't have
just
all the
hard.
maps, if you don't have all the maps, they're $11 on Steam right now. except for
For
Genesis.
the whole collection? Oh, my knees. Oh,
Except
man.
for it doesn't include Genesis. It includes Extinction, Arboration, and whatever the other one is. It's the battle pass, not the battle pass. The
Season pass.
Like the
Season
pass
pass.
that get up?
yeah, it's
Gotcha.
$11. Because they didn't release Crystal Isles, they discounted the other games and bundled them together. So it's $11.
Besides Genesis.
I don't know if
Besides
it's still
Genesis,
on
yep.
sale, but I bought them all 2 days ago. I bought all the worlds. Because they were all on sale for $11.
Yeah, it's a good deal, man. 11, all of them for 11 is a decent deal. Considering they're usually what, 20, $30 a piece, something like that. Usually.
$60 down to $11.
Fuck.
So
'Cause there's a lot of maps now. I mean,
There is.
there's Arboration, Genesis.
Center. There's all the
I don't know why
different-
he's doing that.
different ones. But
Face
Mark,
seems broken.
what about you, man? Go. How's your
Oh,
week
shit.
been?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Similar
Is your
work,
Justin something?
sort of stuff that I've been doing. Building websites. That's sort of normal shit. As far as gaming goes, I've dipped into Mafia 2, the remaster, a little bit. Finished 4 chapters of that.
How is the remaster of it?
It's exactly
'Cause
the
isn't-
same. So
Yeah, isn't this just upscaled to 1080p and then all the DLC and stuff?
something like that. It definitely looks better. Like visually, the lighting effects looks a lot better. Like the textures look a lot better. Face models, you can actually see like textures on their
Oh,
face
nice.
and pores and that sort of thing. So it's nice, but it also has the same kind of feeling that the old game had. So it doesn't really look completely great. Like some body textures kind of roll into each other. Like clothes just kind of goes into skin sometimes. Just like how old games somehow do it because meshes were difficult to do.
Yeah.
So you'll
Meshes
see
were static.
you'll see that from time to time, but beyond that, it's like a significant increase from
Nice.
the old game. So if you haven't played it, like it's a great story game about the mafia, like open world, third person shooter story game about the mafia. Definitely take a look into it. Playing some Deep Rock Galactic, some Spin Tires. I played some Payday.
You played Spin Tire?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
I enjoy it. I find that relaxing. Because
think
it,
Kai
What
would
is
love
spin
that game.
tire?
it's for the lack of a better term, it's like a point A to point B simulator, but you're driving through mud the entire time.
Huh.
Like mud and
Okay.
water. So and you're driving like these big ass trucks through the mud, and then if you go too fast, you're burning too much fuel, and the mud's fucking going everywhere, and you have no traction, so you're not moving. So you need to slow down until you get up to speed. So like it's all methodical, and
Huh.
it's one of those rage games too, because you're going well, and then a big like puddle comes out of nowhere, and you're going like fucking 30 miles an hour around a bend, and you just fucking slide like off a fucking hill like sideways, and then you got to get your other truck to get a winch and pull it out of the fucking hill so you can drive it to its destination. Like
Piff said he's never had more fun getting a vehicle out of the mud for 30 minutes.
Yeah, like if you go into that game with like a calm mindset and you're like, I'm gonna enjoy this sort of shit, like, and you know what you're going to expect, you're gonna like it. But if you want something really like fast paced and like something that's really gonna, action packed, it's probably not your kind of game. But I enjoy it.
I know a handful of us have been talking about 76 lately. I don't know if and that's a
Pip played it
conversation
last
for a little
night.
bit later, but yeah, man.
I know
It's
I
like
haven't
send me a
played it
picture of his
yet.
character.
That's funny.
You guys
Played
will
some
see
Mark
it
last night too.
Did
Yeah,
you?
we did. Yeah.
Server
Yeah,
working good?
Yeah, I updated the mods and stuff,
Oh, good. Good.
so that wasn't too bad. Got a shit ton of metal and made a butt ton of ammo.
There you go.
So hopefully we can get closer to finishing Ragnarok.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I
What's that?
decided that I need to stop taming animals and expand my base. So I can't move.
Bro.
I physically can't like move my dinosaurs anywhere.
He's had 76 first for a year, Piff says.
Oh damn.
Hasn't
That's
even
funny.
played it. I know, and I believe Major just got it as well, and Zeno's over here too talking. He says he's in a what do you say? He's got a new group for 76 now. We ignore him every time we message him, or he messages us. Says I don't even know how to check that, man.
Hey, we all have it, so
Yeah.
Could all play it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all for my week.
Well, cool. And you're still liking Deep Rock?
Yeah. I finished the like 10 or 11 so starter missions, and now I'm into like the build your character section of the game. Uh, yeah, it's just a grind. That's a good way of putting it.
Rise and grind gamers.
Yeah, but
Have
if
you
you
made
like,
many of those?
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, have you made many of those shots, those basketball shots in the
Oh
game?
no, I'm terrible at those. Like kicking barrels and shit. I'm absolutely terrible at that. But it's just a really pretty game, and every environment's a little bit different, and that's what I really enjoy about it. Is that the exploration factor is just there's always something that you can see. But yeah, that's pretty much my week. What
Oh man.
about you, Walker?
Apex. All three of us, me,
Oh shit, forgot
myself,
about
Mark,
that.
and Nate.
There
I
is
played
that.
played Apex. Been grinding away at that pretty much daily almost.
We got a win or two in the
Um,
last few days.
Yeah, me and Mark got a couple. Now Nate, he's the third, so finally, first time in a long time we actually have three people. Actually, the first time ever. So I know Aim said he downloaded it. He posted a picture in one Discord. It's the first game back playing. He got a win, so been playing that. Played Ark. Um, more Final Fantasy VII. I played. I am now in the thick of it.
That
Still
doesn't mean
have.
shit.
It
Where are
doesn't.
you?
I am in the middle of Dawn's.
Don Cornero
Yeah. So I still got some
or Corneo.
ways to go. I've been playing every Friday and Saturday because Nicole, my wife, she works third shift, so um, there's nothing really else to do because she sleeps usually during the day if she works third shift. So I've been Fridays and Saturdays when she works. I've been playing it. I didn't get to play it Saturday, but I played it Friday. Kind of advanced a bunch. I kind of annihilated the Coliseum.
Have you done the squats?
No, that's like I'm literally right at the front door of it.
Oh, get ready.
So I'm like at the front door, and then
Do
I would have
all of them. Do all the
the side quests,
no. Do all of the levels of the
the gym.
Yeah, because you get a championship belt and it's actually pretty damn good.
Gotcha. Yeah, I already did the whole Coliseum. That was super easy, which was surprising. The house was a pain in the fucking ass though. The
Oh, fighting the house.
yeah, the spook house or whatever it was called, the scary house. That's what it was. Yeah, that was a pain in the dick. I went to I don't even know what I did. Our main mountain that's here currently on fire. So that's like we were driving around yesterday and I look over, I'm like, "Oh, there's clouds above the mountain." That's weird because it looks like they're fire. And then you look at it and it's just straight pouring smoke. Let me see if I can I have to turn
Kinda
my
see
brightness
it.
down. Come on.
Probably not gonna work too well.
Zoom in.
Probably not gonna like it.
Usually it works, but it's not. Oh, there it goes.
Excuse me.
Anyways, it's probably not gonna work, but it's because of the fucking light.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden you see smoke like pouring off the one side. See that? I took the light away. There it goes.
Shit.
What's that from?
That's the mountain that I live in. So right here and here, over 400 acres have burned.
Oh my
in
heavens!
the mountains. Yeah.
You better tell it to knock that shit off.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's some weird looking clouds.
Why is that a thing? What's going on over there?
There was a lightning bolt hit it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And because it's the desert, everything's so dry. The lightning bolt hit the side of the mountain. 'Cause it's all desert and cactuses and shit like that. It hit it and fucking set the fucking whole side of the mountain on fire. Went to GNC. I'll never use it, but I got fucking weight loss pills. So that's always fun.
You can send them
Why
over
did
to
you
me
get them if
want.
you're not gonna use them?
Because it was
I'll take them.
it was a special, and I got a pop socket.
I'll
We're getting
Venmo you the money for them.
You don't have to pay me. And then I got little specials. And then, but yeah, my wife's been wanting to work out. If you were looking at me, I tried this strawberry strawberry cheesecake Quest bar. Tastes like ass.
Yup. They always do. They
That's
always
nasty.
do.
But yeah, they're like, yo, you can get this. I'm like, whatever. All it is just like pills that have like COA and everything like that, and good for your digestive system and shit for working out and getting fit. So, and that's pretty much about it. I got a shirt. It was $4 at Dick's.
Nice.
No particular reason why I got it. I just saw it and
It was $4.
yeah,
That's
it was
why.
$4. My wife was buying.
Reason it was $4.
Yeah,
I got this shirt. It was
my wife,
$4.
she was buying shit. She ended up spending like $100 and some dollars. She's like, "What'd you buy?" Like this.
I got
I was
a
like, "Oh,"
shirt.
and she's like, "Oh, how much was that?" She looked at it. She's like, "You only spent $4." Like, yeah. She was like, "What the hell? I feel bad now." I was like, "No, it's
Hey
fine."
man, now you can spend that money, the money that she spent, like the difference in money, on like gaming stuff.
It's true. In reality, 80% of our income's hers anyway. So, but I digress on that one. No one has to know.
Kids and
But
that-
everyone knows now.
Yeah, everyone knows now. What the fuck?
It's the benefit of being an RN. Very high demand, good paying job depending on where you live. Except for Erie, she got paid shit in that Hammett. So,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I know a
it's
lot of
Hammett.
people that get paid shit at Hammett.
Yeah, she makes.
Unless you're like a surgeon or you work in their call center, they get paid pretty well.
So yeah, Corpus Christi. Being a traveler, she made a ton. But now that she had just a regular stay-alone job, she still makes a lot. But it's better, way better than it was at Hammett. So it's that good old UPMC. But
Gotta
and
love
I, so from there, let's get into some news, shall we, boys? Is
James didn't fucking go, dickhead.
I'm sorry. I always go last. I always go last. It was just a force of habit.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
do nothing anyways this week.
James, I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad. How about you, man? I love you.
Well,
Hey, I'm used to going last, so it was just a force of habit. It's just embedded in my brain. Sorry.
well, I actually did a lot, video game wise, this week.
Perfect. Let's hear about it. Everyone wants to know.
Well, I mean, apparently not. I mean, you don't want to
Really?
hear it.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
I've been pretty busy.
I'm sorry.
So the first thing I did is I beat Resident Evil 3 finally.
Nice.
I finally beat
shit.
that.
Nice.
It's great. It's, in my opinion, not as good as Resident Evil 2 remake, but 3 remake's really solid. Buy it on
Have you
sale.
ever beat the original third one?
Oh yeah, I did
it
once.
Similar
ago.
or different, if you remember?
Oh, it's completely different.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the way you kill Nemesis is pretty different, and where you kill him is very different. No, it was great. Probably won't go back to it.
Is there still more, even
Probably
though
not.
you beat it?
I mean, I could try it on harder difficulties. I could try,
gotcha.
to S rank it. I could try that stuff, but I don't really want to.
I feel you there.
To be honest, I don't have any place in my heart for Resident Evil 3. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, it's Resident Evil game, so you had to play it.
It was
Yeah,
yours
exactly.
Is what, 4 and 2?
Yep, 4 and 2. Those are the ones that I hold closest to my heart.
Next year.
Who knows? Maybe they don't need to remake 4.
Oh,
4
they
is
will, though.
perfect. 4 is perfect as it is.
What if they made
Remake.
it perfecter?
Perfect.
That's impossible.
Perfect.
The only thing
That's
they can do better is
perfect.
just the graphics.
Oh,
That's
no.
it.
Okay, so if they remake, if they do a complete Resident Evil 4 remake, I will be looking at that with the most critical eye possible. I don't think I would be able to enjoy it.
That's
one of
tweaking
those
all the
things-
little.
Everything to complain about, huh?
Exactly, because Resident Evil 4 was the first Resident Evil game I ever played. It was the first game that I bought with my own money on launch day.
Okay.
It was I remember exactly where I was when I beat that game the first time. And I've beaten that game more times than I can count. I beat it on every system, everything available other than like iOS.
There you go.
I love Resident Evil 4. I love it to death. What's up?
Nothing. It's a question for later. I was gonna ask something to think about. What was the first game you guys ever paid cash money for?
Oh, I know exactly what it was. Kirby Superstars on Super Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, really. I bought it for my mom, but I really wanted to buy it. I really bought it for me.
I don't
Nice.
even
So-
fucking know.
I want to say RuneScape for some reason.
Jesus.
If I remember correctly, my first game I ever paid for was Chameleon Twist for the Nintendo 64.
Oh, wow. I forgot. Chameleon Twist or Kid Chameleon?
Chameleon Twist, I believe. I believe it's
Okay.
what it's called.
It was. Mine was either The Sims 1 or it was the Oregon Trail.
Oh,
Not
nice.
for.
You put money into the Oregon Trail?
Oh no.
Yeah, because I was in first grade. I think it was Oregon Trail 2. They used to have these things that they sent home with the parents where you could buy books.
The Scholastic
Oh
Book
my
Fair.
gosh.
Yeah. And
Yo,
on the back
Walker,
of those, you
we
bought.
all know. Everyone knows the Scholastic Book Fair. We are of that age. I don't.
Just making sure.
I think they still do it.
Probably. And on the back of it, yeah, there was games that you could buy for the computer, and I remember Oregon Trail 2. I did chores, and I got enough money. It was like $20. Bought myself fucking Oregon Trail 2. It was either that or the Sims 2 was the first. Sims 1 was either that. It was one of the two. But whatever one's older.
Yo, they have a virtual Scholastic Book Fair.
That's fucking funny.
Sign into my toolkit? What the fuck?
What about
guys
you,
keep
Nate? Do
talking,
you know?
I'm gonna...
So, like, are we talking about like that we spent money on it as a whole, just in general, put money into, or like actually a game that we had purchased to own?
Purchased to own as like a younger kid, like the first one, if you can recall.
It's it's probably Ripto's Rage. Spyro Ripto's Rage, either
Okay.
that or Jack and Daxter 2. It's one of these three that I paid for. I either paid for Ripto's Rage, Jack and Daxter 2. No. My cousin gave me Ripto's Rage. So I either bought Jack and Daxter 2 or Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked. Those are two of my favorite games of all time, aside from Spyro. Spyro has its own hierarchy in my world. But yeah, Jack and Daxter 2, because I saw that you could turn into Dark Jack, and I was like, I have to fucking do that, and I have to stab people with my fingers. Or Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked, because it was super cool. Because are you guys familiar with Deadlocked?
Yeah, I love... Ratchet and Clank is great. All the Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah, they're basically captured and put in this fighting civilization, and you have to like Colosseum Gladiator your shit, but it's also like futuristic. So like you got like this mech, this like super slim mech suit on you. It's super dope. Really cool
Zeno,
game.
Zeno says his was Pokemon Red, then Spyro, Ripto's Rage.
I would have got all of those from Christmas from my parents. I can't say I bought any of those. All the Pokemon games. I had them all, but I didn't buy any of them though.
I also bought Scribble Knots at some point.
There you go.
Oh, Scribblenauts.
Scribblenauts is lit.
That was a good question. Who brought? Was that your question or someone ask? Schroeder.
Hmm.
Was that your question or did someone have that asked?
What?
The first game? Like was that
Uh,
your question or did someone in your stream ask that?
That was my question.
Oh, nice. Good shit.
Threw it in there.
Continue, James.
So, all right, I don't think they sell cool stuff on the Scholastic Book Fair anymore. All they sell are
Damn.
books.
Oh, no more games.
I
God.
I read a lot.
I remember
and
how
I like
cool
the
that
books.
used to be. Yeah, man. All my Goosebump books I used to get.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah, but is it
dude.
as cool as that cheapo PDA that they sold
PDA.
that
I
I
never
bought?
Yeah.
used it. I bought it to have it. And never touched it
Exactly,
again.
that's what you did. You
It was
you
the
were
most
like
advanced piece of
you were like
technology
a
on the
you were
planet.
like a 10-year-old kid with a fucking PDA. That was the coolest shit ever. You felt like a businessman.
You're sitting
Oh,
there in
fucking
class.
dear.
This is for education.
I
Yeah.
played with. I honestly like the first day I got that because I swear to God I had gotten one, and I was out in the playground walking around with a little stylus that popped out of the side, and just fucking I'm important. I'm
Yeah,
a
you're so
baller on
cool.
campus.
That's
Oh,
funny.
So cool.
that was great.
So what
Oh,
else?
other
What else
than-
you do this week?
Other than Resident Evil 3, I started streaming a game called Bug Fables.
Yeah,
It was
what is
recommended
that?
to me a few people in my Discord.
It's highly offensive.
It's y'all ever play Paper Mario?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Mhm. It's
So
like Mario RPG, but with a different art style.
yeah, this is like a spiritual successor to Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door.
Okay.
So it's got like this cool little 2D like paper aesthetic to it. You're a bunch of bugs. You got to go get the MacGuffins to get to the other MacGuffin. Funny
Told you.
writing. It has the same kind of combat that Mario RPG and Paper Mario has, where it's timing for a lot of it for all the attacks and for blocking as well. So you have to hit different buttons and at a certain time, the right time to either deal more damage or take less damage. It's solid. I have a few I wouldn't say big. I have a few nitpicks. Swip. So one of the things is you swap between characters to solve puzzles in the overworld. And there's no way of just picking a character to swap to. You have to keep cycling through your 3 characters, which isn't a huge deal, but over time it can get a little annoying. And then also one of the characters has a boomerang that she uses to, like hit switches, that kind of stuff. It's not great because you can't really tell where you're aiming. So there were many a times where I would try to, like, there was this one, oh, Walker left. The Walker's back.
I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Nice.
saw on your stream. You would say like, okay, so one of the quests I had to do was I had to basically play whack-a-mole but with worms. So these worms would pop out, you'd have to throw your boomerang at it, you get a point. Well, when you can't tell which direction this character V is aiming, when she throws her boomerang, there were many times where I would throw it and it would completely go off target. Even though I think in my eyes, I'm aiming directly at it. That gets really annoying. That's probably my biggest gripe with the game. Overall, it's really good. It's on everything. It's on Steam. It's on Switch, PlayStation 4. I think it's also on Xbox One.
How
I'm
much
playing
is it?
these. Steam is $20. Everywhere else is $25.
Ooh.
So I mean, I would definitely give it a shot. It's real. It's a really cute game. So been playing that. I also checked out. Can't really. Well, me and Mark checked out a game, but we can't really talk about it.
You can tell us what it is.
Can
We
we? Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean-
we can actually.
Well, there's no.
Well, no,
So
there's
obviously-
nothing. There's nothing in there that says that we can't say that we played it.
Yeah, like
We just can't
it's an
disclose
open
information
thing
about
that anyone was
Yeah,
able to
it's-
get into.
Yeah. We played 9 to 5. That's it that we can talk about. It looks just like it does in the trailer.
Yeah, to watch the trailer on their YouTube if you're interested.
Yeah,
They have a cool
yeah.
website if you want to learn more information.
Yeah,
That's- yeah.
we're under NDA. We cannot talk about it. We cannot go into in-depth details.
I had a bunch
Let's
of
talk
stuff.
about
What game are you talking about? What's a
9 to
game?
5.
Anyway?
9 to 5. I think we
So
talked
wha-
about it at our E3.
Yeah, it was announced
episode.
at E3, and then it
Isn't
got
that the-
delayed.
I wonder if that's what I think it is.
It's a military game.
It's a
From what I've seen in the
3v3v3 cooperative, competitive.
It's like you mashed
objective-based game.
Siege and you mashed
FPS?
CS:GO.
Okay, I got all excited. I thought it was like that one game you were playing where you were playing the U-Haul people.
They have a YouTube channel with some videos, so if you're interested,
Yeah.
you could check it out, as well as a pretty cool website if you're interested. Well, moving on.
We are legally obligated. Yeah. So then, other than that, that's about. Yeah, that's about it. Looking at other things to stream now that I'm both done with Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 3. The next game I'm going to be playing, along with Bug Fables, is Doom Eternal. Going to start that up probably Wednesday.
I hope you enjoy it more than I did.
I love Doom 2016. That's one of my favorite first-person
a lot of-
shooters of all time.
It doesn't
Heard
feel
a lot of good
like
things
the
about that
same.
one.
It's they're both very different. I liked
Are they?
Doom 2016 too, but like, so I guess the only thing I can say, and like, obviously take it with a grain of salt because you're gonna form your own opinion, of course, but it felt like the same game. Like it didn't feel like a ton of differences. Obviously, the storyline's a little different, but it's Doom.
Oh,
And
I
it's-
mean
it's new
that's why I
Doom.
bought it. That's what I bought it because it's Doom.
Also, I know you're more of a story guy, and you probably won't give a shit, but don't expect anything good out of the
Oh,
multiplayer.
I
Has
mean,
to be a
I
word.
didn't even throw anything into the whole story thing. I'm just there to blow things up.
Fair enough.
I'm there.
The
I'm
story
there
did
for
seem
just
cool.
mindless violence. I'm there for the
would-
glory kills. That's it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that was my week.
Word. Perfect. Now let's get this some news.
Well, before that, we
Forget-
should.
Anyone else?
No, we got everyone now.
Yeah.
No, we didn't forget nobody.
Well,
But
we
yeah,
should- we
let's
should
give a thank.
Yeah. We should give a shout out to our wonderful patrons.
Our
Yes.
wonderful Patreon subscribers. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, we got Jeffrey and Morgan as our wonderful patron subscribers. And where can you go if you would like to support this podcast? Anyone?
Go to
Anyone at all?
patreon.com/level
There we go.
Level
unlocked podcast. When you say, hold up, wait a minute.
Hold
You
up,
guys know
wait a
anything
minute.
about Pokemon Sword and Shield?
Yeah, I
coming
beat it.
out?
I beat it on stream.
Well, I guess there's an expansion coming out this month.
Yeah, there's these. Oh yeah, that comes out this month. Fuck.
Yeah, the 17th, I think.
Oh, fuck. It's
Courtesy
the
of,
Isle of
you know,
Armor.
there. What do you know anything about it?
Oh yeah, I talked at lengths about it during the Nintendo Direct episode. One of the
Ah.
Nintendo Direct episodes. So it's very Eastern inspired. Basically, you go to another part of the Galar region, and
What are
you
you
get
talking
a
about?
legendary Pokemon. It's. I mean, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'll dust off my copy of Sword or Shield to take a look at it. That might be something I
check
play
now.
as like a break between somewhere with Bugs Fables, maybe something like after I'm done playing Bug Fables or Last of Us 2 because that's gonna be out by then. Or no, Last of Us 2 won't be out by then. Wait, when does that come out? The fuck does that game come out? Oh, 19th. Okay, so I have to beat it by the 19th. Cool, lit.
I guess another expansion, Crown Tundra, comes in the fall.
Yep, and that one is going to be snow based.
Ooh. That
That's
comes
fancy smancy.
that little bit there comes courtesy of Xeno wanted me to mention it.
Word.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
guess
I've
that's
been.
one of your games then. Xeno.
Ye-
I know
I
you. I
had a-
remember when you were playing it, James. You seem to be having a lot
Yeah.
of fun with it.
Oh, I absolutely loved Shield, but that's because I really didn't play Pokemon like many of the other Pokemon games. Oh, I got. Oh yeah, that's. Okay, never mind. I was gonna pre-purchase it right now, but two-factor authentication's on my for Nintendo account, so that put the kibosh on that.
You're a two-factor authentication.
You're a two-factor authentication, you frick.
You're a frick.
Got him.
Let's dive into some news. Before we get going, I think we should talk about the biggest piece of news that we announced that will be taking place on the 4th that didn't happen. Because in case people were expecting
Yeah.
us to be talking about it.
Yeah.
So if you want to start with that, we can, and then go from there.
Yeah, we could talk about that. So the 4th, a few days ago, there was supposed to be a PlayStation 5 reveal event.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say unfortunately, but it was
Sucks for them.
postponed due to the ongoing protests across the nation and across the world. Sony released a statement. I'm trying to tiptoe around this because I don't want to
That's fine.
offend anyone, but
you're good.
yeah, mainly because of the George Floyd, the death of him, the murder of him. Let's be real.
Yep.
Yeah.
PlayStation came out and said that we have decided to postpone the PlayStation 5 event scheduled for June 4th. While we understand gamers worldwide are excited to see PS5 gameplay, we do not feel that right now is a time for celebration, and now we want to stand back and allow more important voices to be heard.
Yep.
We also have an update to that. This is from Push Square. Sony is postponed due to the Black Lives Matter protests across the U.S. But they have said the event has been postponed. We will be in touch with a new date soon. So soon could mean, in Sony's eyes, could mean a few weeks, a few days, a month or two. We don't know.
Yeah, I figured that was a good start with that because I know we had talked about that last week, and I had a lot of people react to it on Facebook and everything along those lines. That with everything going on, a lot of people were looking for some good news. But unfortunately, if you did come today to hear what we had to say about the Sony event, we do not have that for you as it did not happen. So I just wanted to start off with that just to kind of get that out of the way, and then kind of go from there. So then we can talk about everything else that has happened, and then kind of go from there. So I have a quick movie news. I only have one piece of movie news. So
A singular movie news.
exactly. The Borderland movie is in full production, and Kate Blanchett will be playing one of the main characters of the movie.
So what do we know about this movie so far? Is it basing it off the very first one, or?
Yes, it's being represented from Borderlands 1.
So there's only
And
two people she could be, either Siren or the bitch in your head that I don't remember her name.
Cortana.
Well,
It's basically Cortana.
I mean, essentially, sure. Angel. I think her name was Angel, or was that the second one that it was Angel? I think the second one was Angel.
She
Cortana.
is playing Lith. Lith, I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, that's Siren. Lilith.
Yeah. So that is who she's playing.
Interesting.
Yep. She is the only person that has been confirmed for the movie, and Lionsgate is backing the film for the production company. They're the ones
So it's
who
gonna be
made.
a pretty well done movie then.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
They're the
It
ones
is
that
a
did
video.
all the.
Remember, this still is a video game movie. you gotta come in there with like negative expectations.
It's Borderlands though. As long as shit blows up, people get cut in half, and psychos exist, everyone's gonna be happy.
If it's Lionsgate, they did the Saw movies, so they can do
Yeah.
that stuff really well. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, it actually.
It's definitely not gonna be the Monster Hunter movie. Let's be real.
So
Do they have a release date for that?
I think so. I'll double check. I'm pretty
I'm
sure it
looking right
does.
now.
It is confirmed.
yeah, they are they're moving forward with it, and she is the first person to be confirmed for the role. So the movie started being in develop in 2016.
Oh,
September 4th of this
September
year.
4th.
Oh boys. That's
Uh,
what we're watching, James.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. Mhm.
I'm not looking forward to it, but it's gonna
No,
happen.
I'm not either, but we have to. We're
Yep.
legally obligated at this point.
Absolutely. Oh,
Well, that's all I got for movie news. Getting to some getting to the gaming realm. Shawa.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I mean, since that's, I guess that's kind of the thing
It's
now.
like the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, that's the meat and potatoes. All right, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition came out not too long ago, and it's absolutely crushing it, just absolutely crushing it. So this is from GameIndustry.biz. This was posted on the 31st of May, so pretty much right after our last podcast, or right before our last podcast. So where were the numbers? The sales are slightly below the 2017 launch of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Okay, here we go. So Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition actually took Animal Crossing New Horizons down a notch
Sure
in
did.
the
I've seen
UK
that.
charts. So
First game to defeat
something
it.
finally dethroned Animal Crossing New Horizons, at least in the UK.
Yep.
Animal Crossing was number 2. Number 3 was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. GTA 5 was number 4. FIFA 20 was number 5. Days Gone was number 6. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was 7th. Minecraft for the Switch was number 8. Last of Us was 9th. And PlayStation VR Worlds was 10th. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Jeff, you talked about this. Total War. You talked about Warhammer Total War.
Yep.
Did you know that there's a new Total War game coming out
No.
called Troy, a Total War Saga? This, for some reason's on Essentially Sports.com, which is weird.
Weird
But
place for it.
yeah, Creative Assembly and Sega announced that on August 13th, when it launches, it will start its exclusivity deal with the Epic Game Store. That will last for a full year. So it's only going to be on the Epic Game Store, not going to be featured anywhere else, at least on PC, but it's probably only going to come out on PC. The cool thing is, though, for the first 24 hours of release, you can get it for free.
Really?
Free to keep on the Epic Game Store.
This is the Athens? What's
Yeah.
it called?
Total
Athens
War,
Units?
or
Oh, Athens.
Troy, a Total War Saga.
Troy. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, so they announced the release date of August 13th. And yeah,
Okay.
it's, if you want it and you don't want to pay for it, you better be on the Epic Game Store within the first 24 hours.
That's
And you
pretty
can
cool.
get it free to keep.
Dope. What day is that? Or what was the date? One more time?
August 13th.
August 13th.
So make sure to put that on your calendars.
I am actually. All right, cool. Once there.
Hey, it's a free Total War game. Total War's great.
I know, man. Those games are dope. Honestly, I've had the newer of the Warhammer ones for a
Mhm.
little bit now, and I haven't played it yet. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys know how heavy the fever can be.
Yeah.
Yep. That RTS
Ooh.
fever.
Thanks for the sub, guys. Yeah, and bro, I would end up getting sucked into that game for like a while. Because the first one got me really good.
Yeah, that's. I remember you play. I remember you talking about it for a few weeks on the podcast
Yeah.
when you
Yeah,
got
I
it.
used to play with Jay pretty often. Him and I teamed up once and actually conquered the entire map.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And when he wasn't looking,
You took it all.
I took it all.
Fucking
No.
awesome.
You backstabbing son of a bitch.
I don't think that's what happened. I think we actually got like most way through the map and then got bored with it.
That's
But we
funny.
started to tell a story. There was a whole reason. Like it all started because somebody stepped on one of our Nikes. And that was it. That's how
Oh,
that's when
shit.
the war, the Total War Warhammer
Yeah. The
saga
total
started.
war started when someone stepped on your J's. You can't let that happen.
Yeah. We were working on
Can't let that happen, dog.
We were working on another YouTube thing where we were using assets from Arc, basically as
That's
cutscenes
awesome.
for the
Oh
wars.
Jesus.
Oh, it's good stuff.
So it's a new month. That means new things on PlayStation Now. Metro Exodus, Dishonored 2, and NASCAR Heat 4 join the PlayStation Now lineup. I hear Metro Exodus is pretty good.
Still been waiting to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So, the Metro games are pretty solid. I remember playing the first one.
I loved all the Redux games. Like I played those. But whenever Exodus came out, it was just like, do I really want to like sit down and play another Metro game?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll get there.
It's yeah, it's like me.
It's like
with
playing
things
another
like-
Yakuza game.
But here's the thing: I could play the Yakuza
Saying-
games like back to back to back to back to back.
Real quick, are you guys
I-
saying Metroid or Metro?
Metro,
Metro.
like the
Oh, Metro
no
Exodus. and shit
Metro, like
that,
the subway, like the
2033?
Metro.
That's what I thought. You said.
No, yeah, like Metro 2033. Another thing, got postponed or delayed because of the George Floyd protests going on, and that is the Modern Warfare Season 4 and Call of Duty Mobile Season 7.
Yep.
Call of Duty tweeted out, "While we all look forward to playing the new season of Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Call of Duty Mobile, now is not the time.
Yep.
We're moving the launches of Modern Warfare Season 4 and Call of Duty Mobile Season 7 to later dates. Right now, it's time for those to speak up about equality, justice, and change to be seen and heard. We stand alongside you."
I like it.
So good on them. Good on Activision. Let's get into another thing that got pushed back. EA Play, which was supposed to be originally scheduled to start on June 11th, will now be on June 18th and 19th. EA announced with the important conversations taking place and important voices being heard around the world right now, we're moving our time to come together and play. We'll see you at EA Play Live 2020 on June 18th at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, 2020's been a hell of a year. So another thing, big yikes.
Started
Pretty
off the
confident
year
aliens are next.
Yep.
Pretty confident.
like I was saying earlier, and I was like, I feel like we're at the beginning of the year all over again with all the things being postponed and pushed back. The list continues to grow, but obviously for a good
But
cause.
this is for a good thing though.
Oh yeah, this is for a good reason why they're doing it. It's just crazy to think how we started the year off doing this, the middle of the year doing this, and we'll see what happens towards the end of the year with the new consoles.
Yeah, yeah. So again, good on EA, good on all these companies for doing this and letting more important things take center stage.
Yep, I agree.
One thing that got leaked, but then got fully announced. Do you guys remember the game Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning?
No.
It's most notably known as the game that single-handedly ruined the state of Massachusetts economy.
What?
Yeah.
How did it do that?
Oh, okay. So it's a long story. But it involves Kurt Schilling, the Hall of Fame baseball pitcher. A lot of money from the Massachusetts government, and a failed game. Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning was an action RPG game that came out on the PS3 and 360 and PC. It was most famously made by Kurt Schilling's company, and Todd McFarlane did the art for the game. It was pretty alright. I mean, it was a subpar. I wouldn't even say subpar. It was a standard action RPG of the time, fantasy setting, that kind of stuff. I thought it was alright. But it did not meet expectations, and it cost the state, or no, it was the state of Rhode Island. Sorry, the state of Rhode Island a fuck ton of money because they backed the project. A state backed this game just to get a big company into the state to help, improve like jobs and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so long story short, it did not meet expectations sales-wise, and Kurt Schilling ended up defaulting on the payments to the state, and yeah, it crippled the economy for a bit, because it was like, I think they spent it was like $60 million or something like that of just money they didn't really have, but they wanted to help boost the economy. It came up. I think it came out around the time of the recession, the 2008, the housing recession. So everyone was hurting, especially states, and they threw all this money at it, and it didn't do well. So, but it's coming back. It's getting re-released, according to the Kingdoms of Amalur Twitter account. It's going to be called Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. And I have actually a little bit more news on it. That's from Twitter. The 2012 RPG. It's coming back. It's owned by THQ Nordic. So they're the ones that have also the Darksiders IP. Not really much is known about it. But product description on Xbox.com states they'll be releasing August 11th. All
Nice.
the DLC from the original games, including Teeth of Naros, Legend of Dead Kel, is included in the re-release. The game also promises improved graphic fidelity. You can check out the in the gallery above. Yeah. The updated version will contain refined gameplay and better visuals, as well as all previous DLC. This is according to GameSpot. Do you guys want a literal fuck ton of games and support a good cause at the same time?
Make it happen.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Well, itch.io got your back.
But yeah, itch.io. They're awesome. Itch.io is like one of the best things out there.
So this is the bundle for racial justice and equality. For $5, you get, I think it's 742 games. For $5. And the proceeds get split
How many?
50-50. 742.
Yep.
It's a few.
It's a lot of games.
It's a literal fuck ton.
You have
The
no
proceeds get
excuse for not streaming.
You literally have almost 1,000 games as options. Like, what are you doing?
The proceeds will be split 50-50 between the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund and the Community Bail Fund. So that's
awesome.
great. You could donate as much as you want, but $5 is the lowest that you can. You get games like Oxenfree, Overland, Art School, Wide Ocean Big Jacket, Quadrilateral Cowboy, Gunhouse, and Fortune 499. Apparently, according to Polygon, these games aren't just good, they're exceptional. The bundle also includes a short hike and a mortician's tale. So, hey, you can get a bunch of games, especially now since we are still all inside. Although that's starting to lift. But
Except
still
for
inside.
Erie.
Yep, except for us. Except for us, because we still get a lot of cases.
Don't worry,
People are idiots.
ours got pushed back to the 22nd.
Yeah.
On a side note, really quick, speaking of bundles and games, Steam as well as Fanatical are also have some crazy discount bundles. Fanatical has what's called Staff Pick Bundle, where all their staff has picked a game that they would want to bundle together. It is 12 games for $5. The total cost of this bundle is $190. So you can get 12 games for $5 on Fanatical right now. And there's also multiple different bundles up to and including Tomb Raider bundle. It's a Game of the Year bundle on Fanatical that currently is $5 as well. And it includes all the DLC for Tomb Raider, as well as Tomb Raider, the original game, but the Game of the Year edition for $5.
Dope.
Nice.
Told you, man. Isn't that Fanatical site like pretty good?
Yeah. And
Usually
if
has
you use
some
Fanatical,
deals.
make sure you use Jeff's page so you can help him out.
Or it's,
Jeff,
Splash Screen Gaming.
every time. No, I thought it was Jeffrey Schroeder.
I switched it.
Oh, did you?
So what is
Double
it?
check. It's Splash Screen Gaming. It's
Okay.
fanatico.com *reference equals Splash Screen Gaming. We
I
should
like
get
it.
one for the podcast.
I'm down with
We
that.
should.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Help fund this operation so we can get Elon Musk on.
Oh yeah.
Ask him about SpaceX and the Dragon.
No, I want to ask him about receding hairline and when he's going to fix this.
There you go.
It's an issue. It's a problem.
I'll ask him about cat girls.
Yes.
The 2
We'll have
biggest
a
problems in the
question
world:
for him.
receding hairlines and cat girls.
Yeah. You keep
Yeah.
you keep fucking painting your hair different colors. You'll be right up here with me, buddy.
I'll be all right, my guy. I'm all right. I'll figure it out.
Look at Mark's luscious locks. Mark, how often do
Oh.
you dye your hair?
I've dyed my hair once in my life,
See?
and
Yeah, I
those
got-
were just tips. So it doesn't
James,
even
he's got the
fully go.
fucking he's
Right.
got the hair going too.
Yeah.
James had some fucking glorious hair. It's down to his past his shoulders at one point.
I just haven't
Oh
grown
yeah,
my
those
hair
are bad
out. Like,
times.
my hair
Mark and I
was
used to have hair
getting
dyeing
long.
parties. Now look at our hair.
Yeah, I know. When I was in wrestling, side story really quick. When I was getting into wrestling, I wanted to figure out what I wanted my character to be. So I dyed my hair, which was semi-long, black, my eyebrows and my beard all black. And I came into work. I was a Geek Squad manager at the store. I don't know if you remember this.
I think I remember this.
And I walk in, and all of a sudden, everyone just stops and looks at me, and they're like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I was trying something out. It doesn't look right." But at the time, I still had the receding hairline, so I had longer hair with the receding hairline, so it didn't mesh
Like
up.
a discount
Yeah.
fucking Undertaker.
So the next day, I ended up shaving my
Right.
whole head. The black was still there, so it didn't look horrible. But yeah, it wasn't for me.
I think I
For
remember that.
everyone.
Yeah, I remember that Todd walked in because I was a closing manager. He walked past me. He stops and just stares at me. I was like, yeah, get it out now.
Shut up, I'm beautiful.
And he was just like, I can't even look at you right now.
I'm
like, "That's my butt."
100% expecting to walk in tomorrow and get roasted. It's gonna happen.
See, that's
It'll-
the nice thing about
they'll get
about
used to it.
this is, Nate, when you do this on Sundays, because it seems like you always do this right
I
before
do
the
something
podcast.
drastic right before
Yeah.
the podcast.
So I can
Yeah.
just start warning people. Be like,
That
yo,
is true.
Nate's gonna look like a fucking goober when he comes into work.
Nice.
So what else you got, James?
Yeah, there was one big thing of news that happened this week, and it involves Sega. Now, Sega's celebrating their 60th anniversary this year, and a lot of people have been speculating what's going on. There have been things like, hey, Sony's gonna buy Sega. Microsoft is gonna buy Sega. Or the more drastic and outlandish one, Sega is going to market the Xbox Series X in Japan, so it won't be the Microsoft Xbox Series Xbox. It will be the Sega Xbox Series Xbox.
I
Okay.
remember hearing about
So
that.
everyone was waiting with bated breaths on what Sega was going to announce. Who was going to buy Sega? Well,
Who's gonna release the new games?
the first thing they announced was a new system, a brand new system.
What? Sega?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
called the Game Gear Micro.
Interesting.
I'm gonna look it up right
You
now.
know what is all the rage nowadays? Those classic consoles.
Not
You
Game
know
Gear
what-
Micros.
You know what?
Oh my gosh, what are
Nintendo-
these?
You know what Nintendo really dropped the ball on? Releasing a classic Game Boy console.
What the hell is that?
Well-
A McDonald's fucking Happy Meal toy?
It looks like
What
It's
is
a
that?
Game Gear. It's a fucking Game Gear that's
it's
small.
literally
And it comes
smaller-
with a magnifying
It's a Happy
glass.
Meal toy, bro.
It's literally smaller than you fold a dollar bill in half. It's that
Oh
big.
my gosh.
Hey, but
That's a
it
Happy
co-
Meal toy.
but it don't worry,
Game
it
Gear
comes with a
Micro.
magnifying glass.
And how much is this adventure?
$50.
Nope.
Ooh.
So
Nope.
there's 4 different ones. So you notice that there's different colored ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Each one's
Each
got
of
a
those
fucking
different colored
game.
ones, they come with different games.
Get the
4
course
different
they do.
games to be exact.
And each
So-
one's $50.
Yeah.
This is $200 worth of nonsense.
Hey man, the Game Gear had some games on it.
It
The
did.
Game
Yeah, but
Gear
the Game
definitely
Gear was
had.
also probably visible.
You obviously haven't played the Game Gear, my friend.
I mean, I haven't.
Jesus.
Oh man, it's probably the
Doesn't
same
even
size
look
screen.
Like the 2 buttons would
No,
fit in
it's
the
smaller. It's
Oh,
so
okay.
small.
Well, the Game Gear screen was fucking tiny as shit. The console
Yeah, no,
itself
this
was
is smaller.
huge.
This
Screen.
is
What is
smaller.
this nonsense? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
can-
the
can-
black model comes with Sonic the Hedgehog,
Yep.
Puyo Puyo 2, Outrun, and Royal Stone.
All right, I'm gonna do the blue one. Sonic
Okay, you do the blue
Chaos,
one.
Gunstar Heroes,
Oh, Gunstar
Sylvan
Heroes is great.
Tail, Baku Baku Animal.
Oh my god.
The yellow one comes with Shining Force Gaiden, Isen, Jashin no Kuni Hi.
The hell is that?
It's a Shining Force game that only came out on the actual Game Gear in Japan. Shining Force, the Sword of Hilja, Shining
glad
Force
you're reading this
Gaiden,
one.
Final Conflict. That's why I made sure to read this one. Shining Force Gaiden, Final Conflict, and
Oh, I can't
Nazu
wait.
Poyu Aru Aru no Ru. I have no idea what Nazo Poyo Aru Aru no Ru is.
Oh.
And
All right, I
do-
got.
do
All right,
you
the
wanna read
last
red
one is the red one, which has Demon Slayer Revelations, Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible Special, the
Yeah, that's-
GG Shinobi, and Columns.
Fucking columns. is
Fucking
great.
columns.
Fucking columns. Yo. All right, you laugh now, but columns is goat.
My one
It
friend.
really does come with a magnifying glass. What the
It
hell
does
is
fucking
this?
come with a magnifying glass.
It's called
so
the
you can
big
actually
window.
see it.
This is
Yeah.
shenanigans.
I
This
see
is
it.
cuckery, bro.
The big
This is-
window.
So
How much is that? Like another $40?
no, it
so you
comes.
can
I think
fucking
it
see
comes
it?
with it. Yeah, it comes with it.
Putting this on my stream so people can see it. My friend Josh.
Nonsense.
He's the Sega.
Oh wait,
one
no,
who-
hold
Sega
on, wait,
collector?
I
wait,
can't
wait,
stand behind
hold,
this one.
hold on, hold on. So if you buy all 4 of the systems, you get there's
Super
a package that
offended.
there's a pack a pack with all 4 of them, and you get the magnifying glass. So I don't think you get the magnifying glass if you buy them separately.
Pebble screen? Is this a Pebble watch screen? What is this?
Well, this is colored.
That's
Oh
wild.
my god.
Yeah, he beat columns to the point where the game glitched. Like there's like once you get past a level 100, it can't count anymore, so the game
Mhm.
starts glitching.
It's what is that? The something underflow.
Yeah,
That
something
happens.
I'm
like
just
that.
gonna download an emulator for my smartwatch and Bluetooth a fucking thing to it. Major Death says palm to the head.
I
For
remember
those,
him.
uh,
Go ahead.
The
For those
screen
not
is
super
wo-
aware of what we're talking about, it's Sega's Game Gear Micro.
Yeah.
So
It is.
here are the dimensions. It's 80 millimeters by 43 millimeters by 20 millimeters, with a 1.15-inch display. There's a single mono speaker and a headphone jack. It charges over USB, but can also run off of 2 AA batteries.
It's about the size of something that would run off of 2 AA batteries.
Yeah.
That's
Run off of 2
wild.
AAA batteries, dog.
Yo, the AA
two
batteries are probably
AAA.
bigger than the
No,
fucking
yeah.
thing.
It says
It's
AAA batteries.
AAA batteries.
Oh, is it AAA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
looking
2
at it now.
AAA batteries. My
A
bad.
1.15-inch display.
Yep.
That's insane. That's why you need the big
With a
window.
magnifying glass accessory. If you need a fucking magnifying glass to play your console, your shit's too small.
Whoa, didn't you have a Game Boy Advance growing up and you got all those accessory packs that one of them had a magnifying glass
Yeah,
in it?
in fucking 1994.
He says now his head is beating off the desk repeatedly.
I was 5 years old and I had that made it bigger, but just like fuck.
I wonder what developer walked over to fucking
head of
Sega
Sega.
and was like, I got an idea.
Fucking $1 million idea, $1 billion idea coming at you right now.
Right. They're gonna
Make-
cost 10 cents to make.
That's
You're
You
gonna
know
need a magnifying glass to use it.
so you got the PS5, you got the Xbox Series X,
Nonsense is this?
you got the Nintendo Switch. Why don't we rival those 3 systems with hold on to
Most-
your pants,
the most offensive thing we can think of.
the Game Gear Mini, and the fucking
Because his mom-
CEO of
Yo.
Sega's like, fuck yes, it's amazing.
Have a little party.
Fucking bet, let's do it right now.
Oh my god, that's insane. Oh man, whoever came up with that idea is a billionaire right now. Like, oh, we're paying you all the money.
You sure he's a billionaire and not like $10 there?
Yeah, I don't know. He came up with an idea that a $1 billion company was like, fucking greenlight this shit now.
That was his mom's idea. Blame her, not me.
That's so funny. Anything else you got, James?
Yeah. Sega had another announcement
Oh Jesus!
at this 60th anniversary extravaganza.
Well, maybe this is the better of the two.
Sure, maybe. Have you guys read my notes at all? Have you guys even peeked at my notes for this week?
Mhm. Yeah.
So the last thing that I have here, fog gaming. Do you have any questions about fog gaming?
What is that?
So it's a new technology that Sega's working on. This is from GameSpot. According to Japanese news source, Sega is working on fog gaming platform that will use arcade machines outside of business hours.
What does that?
I see it.
Apparently, it's not cloud gaming. It's not cloud gaming, is what people are saying.
I'm reading it now. Fog gaming, the concept that uses Japanese arcade machines to stream games to the internet.
Yeah. So it's
Huh.
they will use arcades in Japan as technical backbone. CPU and GPU housed in arcade machines are mentioned specifically. Ultra low latency is touted. Commercial idea to use arcades outside of business hours.
There are currently 15,612 arcades that are operating and functional in Japan as right now. Sega Corporation themselves owns over a dozen of these warehouses with 1,000 games plus.
Yeah, they also have Club Sega there too, which is arcades that just have Sega stuff in there. There's a very huge one in Akihabara. Very famous, gigantic building full of Sega arcade games.
So most of these
Gaming is how the
arcade
singularity starts. Put
most
money
of
on
the
it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it says most of these arcade cabinets that are owned by Sega are networked to Sega's AllNet infrastructure at their corporation. And the AllNet will now allow players to complete, share, and access their high scores on any machine from Sega's network. Basically, you can go to their website and you can play the arcade game from your house.
Or maybe have a set-top box that can play it.
I wonder how
Or
many tokens you're gonna have to get. Where do you get the tokens from? You
probably
have to
credit
download
card.
the token converter.
Yeah, credit card.
No.
It says, what I'm reading here, that an issue of the Japanese gaming news outlet reports that the arcades are only closed for 8 hours a day, and that Sega will use this idle time to harness the power of CPU and GPUs in the cabinets, allowing people to play outside of the arcade. Sega hopes to deliver a ultra low latency cloud gaming to players outside of the arcade. The idea will take a lot of infrastructure work to implement, but it's in the realm of reason.
As Major Death says, he's gonna use that idle time to continue to smash his head off his desk.
Yeah,
kinda
so
cool.
Sega getting into cloud gaming?
All right,
Not
Sega.
really.
Good luck.
Not really. It's called
What have they
fog
done in
gaming.
the last couple years? Like, have they
This?
done anything of actual relevance? Like
Yeah.
game-wise, like releasing
Yeah.
games.
Develop games,
Yeah.
but consoles
What
on
have
the
they
other
released?
hand, it's not their thing anymore.
Anything groundbreaking, anything wildly new, anything that was like wildly popular?
Yeah,
I can think of.
Sonic Mania.
Oh yeah.
I heard
Well,
about that
they
game
published
from
it.
you.
They published it, but it's
Right. Like my thing is like, have they had any games that actually was a massive hit in the past like 5 to 10 years? Yeah, since the 2010s.
Yeah.
Because all their
Yak-
really good shit was before that.
yeah, Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 was a huge success for them.
In Japan or the U.S.
US.
Really?
Yeah, Yakuza 0 is the reason we have Yakuza games still
Okay.
in the US.
Is that the only one though?
No, I mean they've all done well here in the States. But Yakuza
Like-
0 was like the launching point.
Oh,
For-
I'm not
for a
aware of,
lot of
like,
people.
anything else Sega besides.
Oh, anything
Yakuza.
else? Yeah, I
Mario
mean,
and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's a side branch of Sega.
That's not Sega though, correct?
poorly aged images. Right there.
What?
That's a poorly aged thing right there. Mario and
Oh.
Sonic at the Olympic 2020 Tokyo
Yeah.
Games.
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's not made
Well,
by Sega, but it's made by a branch of Sega. So I don't know if you can include that or not. Those games are relatively successful.
I mean,
let's see.
I'm thinking more of like, okay, besides the main games that Sega is known for doing, have they done anything new?
Oh, yeah, Bayonetta. Bayonetta came out in the last 10 years.
Really? I thought Bayonetta
Oh,
was older than that.
actually, here we go. This is from The Gamer. The 10 best Sega games of the last decade, ranked according to Metacritic.
Okay.
Let's-
All right.
let's see
Fucking
what it is.
perfect. We
That's
haven't had a
kind of
list in a long
exactly what
time.
I'm asking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They published They made Alien Isolation.
I
Really?
didn't know that.
Yeah, they published it. They still own the rights to the Alien franchise.
Was that a big game or was that more of like a cult following? I've
I'll
never played
explain
it.
it's on
personally, so I don't
sale
know.
every fucking week on Fanatica.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Like every week that game's on
Alien-
sale.
Alien Isolation's
They need to
really
remake
good.
Comic Zone for crying out loud. God, that would be
whatever-
dope.
Whatever the hell Renegade Ops is. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Yeah. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Oh, fuck, Vanquished. Oh, Vanquished was so good. Not enough people played Vanquished.
Right?
Hey, not familiar
Hatsune-
with that.
Why the fuck is Hatsune Miku Project
they're ever
Diva
gonna
Future
remake
Tone?
Echo
Nice.
the Dolphin.
Probably not.
I can say
Valkyria
one of the-
Chronicles
Laser beams now.
4, Yakuza 0, Sonic Mania, yeah. Bayonetta. Yeah, so I mean you got Bayo, you've got Sonic Mania, you've got Hatsune Miku, Project Diva Future Tone. I mean, come on, man. There's just nothing but bangers.
Super Monkey Ball.
That new Super Monkey Ball isn't that great.
No.
It's
But
not
still there.
great. Yeah, I
Crazy
mean, like
Taxi.
Crazy
remade
Taxi
it.
hasn't a No, they didn't.
Yeah, they
Not in the
remastered
past-
it.
Not in the past 10 years.
Oh, well. Nevertheless. Well, whatever, okay?
So yeah, Sega has released a few fucking bangers
Total
and
War.
popular games. Oh yeah, they have the Total War series.
I didn't know that was them.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't either.
Sega. That's solely Sega.
Yep, Total War. I just looked it up. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, Total War.
Here we go.
Sega. It went from EA, and then Activision bought it from EA, and then Sega bought it from Activision.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, Total War is solely owned by Sega. So there's that.
Still haven't gotten a new Jet Grind radio game. Still waiting on that.
You got anything else, James?
Hideki Nakamura is still posting sweet tracks on SoundCloud, but no one fucking cares about goddamn Jet Grind radio. I haven't had one since the original fucking Xbox. You know, just sit here waiting. Just sit here waiting for another one.
You'll be
No, I
waiting
don't have
for a while.
anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for fucking ever until I'm
That
dead.
would be dope. That's one of my favorite ones too, man. And the soundtrack from that game
So-
is really good.
Yeah, it's so good. All the soundtrack for the original and then future are on Spotify. The
Are they
entire
really?
soundtrack. Yeah.
Get out of here. I bought
Do
it from
you
their
know the
mom for
concept? The
$1.
concept. The concept. The concept
love.
of love.
Of love.
What do you got, Mark?
Yeah, there has.
They killed
Bricks
it.
the shit out of them.
Really?
Yeah, apparently putting it
Huh.
in safe mode doesn't real. In some cases, it has completely like bricked them to the point where you have to full factory reset.
What?
Huh. I think so. Okay. I guess so they can have full rights to it? Yeah. Damn you, Take-Two.
I got some stuff to kind of continue off of some of the delays and cancellations. Not cancellations, but delays. The Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest has been canceled. So for the Fan Fest is a yearly event that they usually hold. They have multiple different things that they do. Final Fantasy 14 has been canceled. We talked about it earlier. Arc.
The North American one.
Yeah.
North American Fan Fest has been canceled.
Arc, same concept. They've also have canceled, postponed the release of their anniversary event, as well as Fortnite Season 3 has been postponed till next week. due to also everything going on. And then with everything going on, gaming has had a pretty big voice. Um, so when it comes to the constructs of like Black Lives Matter, posting about it, things along those lines, talking about it, a lot of major companies have come forth and have posted about it. Uh, Starting with Madden, Microsoft, Riot Games, Summer Fall Studios.
Do you just want me to pull up the list of traders from One Angry Gamer and just go off that list?
Yeah, that's also something you could do. Yeah. Aaron Greenberg, who is
Oh, they took it down. What pussies?
um, who is the CEO of one of the companies, Bethesda, Star Wars, Marvel, Naughty Dog. Where else do we have here? Yep. EA, Blizzard, Activision, Twitch, Anna Peruna, Interactive. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sony, Astro Gaming, Pock and Play, Us2 Games, PlayStation, Jackbox Gaming, Brace Yourself Gaming, Nintendo of America, as well as um, Take-Two. So all those companies have posted about the events going on and their support for everything, which is absolutely huge. Combined total about 20 million retweets between every single post, which is absolutely phenomenal, coming from the gaming industry. With that, in Riot Games tweet, they are donating $1 million to the cause. If you're not familiar who Riot Games is, League of Legends, Valorant, they are donating $1 million. Other companies said that they are donating money, but they haven't really released the value. And then with the Black Lives Matter, a lot of in-game content has been added to games. So you load Call of Duty Warzone or Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it loads to a black screen with white text for 20 seconds. It says Black Lives Matter when you start the game up, which is pretty cool. You load Apex Legends, the bottom corner, same concepts as Black Lives Matter. Today on my Amazon Fire Stick, I loaded my Amazon Fire Stick, Black Lives Matter. On Thursday, NBA 2K20, they have a mode. It's called, I think it's called Street or something like that, or Playground or whatever it is.
I think it's Playground.
Playground. So essentially, what it is, you want to play like 3v3. You have a character and you literally walk around what would be like the playground basketball court, and you stand at a basketball court and wait for an open spot, and you can literally join a pickup game of 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, which is pretty cool. So in NBA 2K20 on Thursday, they stopped all gameplay, and everyone that was in that server at one time was given a Black Lives Matter shirt, and they walked around the court protesting.
That's super cool. That's really good.
They were given emojis, not emojis, emotes where they can put their hands up, as well as where they can do like a praying emote as well. And they, for 15 minutes, they walked around the courts. It was actually pretty cool. My brother showed me it, and then they all had shirts, jerseys that said Black Lives Matter. So that's very, very interesting that the gaming is doing that. Very, very, very important what's going on here, and the fact that gaming can help with this is absolutely phenomenal. And then with that, EA NHL is cracking down on racism inside the game. So one of the modes, I guess,
racism in video games.
Yeah. That they're doing two things. So one, if you can create your own team, I guess, and you can play online with that team against other people, and you can name your team. And I guess EA NHL has had a lot of problems with a lot of people naming their teams racist names, that you will forever be banned from ever playing an NHL game again if you do not change your name. They are giving you 48 hours once you get the notice to change your name, and if you don't, you will be banned for life.
Yeah, you won't
if
be able
you-
to play that shit online.
If you are reported that you had used racial slurs, racial content, or any type of racism in the game, you will also be banned.
Hmm.
So, which is
Damn it. Mm-hmm.
are they?
Call of Duty, that's a lot.
That makes sense. So that's awesome. The gaming community is strong, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm excited that everyone's banding together in this time and helping each other out. So that's huge. Uh, Different note, the Fortnite Season 3, yes, it has been postponed. Do you guys remember the Travis Scott concert when the whole world got flooded and we were underwater?
Yeah.
If you recall watching the concert.
Yeah.
So, a leak has been posted about Season 3 of Fortnite that there will be underwater missions and not missions, but a big part of the map is actually going to be leaked. It's going to be underwater. An event is going to take place that is going to flood the island, and a lot of half of the map will be underwater, where you actually can swim around, float around, and shoot, just like you would on land. So that'd be pretty cool. I don't
You
recall
mean
a
I could be
game.
a mermaid, possibly?
Yeah, pretty much. For those who still play Fortnite, with the new season, we'll see the Fortnite numbers increase like we always do. Then they'll drop right back off.
So can I just do a little sidebar real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
It's a goddamn travesty we're not on the One Angry Gamers list of traitors.
Yeah, I
We
know,
are
right?
not. So everyone needs to tweet at them and tell them how much of traitors we are to America for supporting the Black Lives Matter movement.
I like it. Fucking do it. I want to get on his list.
I do too.
Steam is kind of doing some things. So, Sea of Thieves is now live on Steam. So if you want to play Sea of Thieves and don't want to get Xbox Live, you can now play it on Steam itself, which is awesome. So that's pretty cool. You are allowed to crossplay with people from Xbox if you have an Xbox Live account. So either way, you need an Xbox Live account if you want to play with people on Xbox. Otherwise, you'll just be playing with people on Steam, which I feel like there won't be that many. There might be.
Probably not.
No.
Speaking of Steam, like I said, they do have a lot of bundles going on, as well as EA Access is coming to Steam this summer.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
The service on Steam will be considered EA Access, mimicking the names of Xbox Live, things along those lines. It was originally dubbed Origin Access, but they are now switching it to EA Access, and it'll run either through the Origin store or on Steam.
Well, Origin Access is different from EA Access. Origin Access gives you access to a bunch of games on the Origin Vault and only available on PC. EA Access gives you access to the stuff in the Access Vault that's on console.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. They were talking about Origins as well, because it's the same company, but
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
really confusing. And there's like, I think, 2 different tiers of the Origin Access.
yeah,
One that
there's a
gets you only
basic and the
some
premiere.
games. Yeah, it's really goddamn confusing.
Some of the notable games that will be coming on EA Access that will be available on Steam. Burnout Paradise Remastered,
Hell yeah.
Crisis 3, Dragon Age 2, Fe, F-E, I don't know what that is, Mirror's Edge, Need for Speed Heat, Need for Speed Rivals, Plants vs. Zombies, Sea of Solitude, Unravel, and Unravel 2. Those will be the first initial games that will be coming out, and it'll be launched on the 11th.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. Bloodborne is rumored to be getting remastered and
Rumors.
coming to PS5 and
Oh,
PC.
I was gonna say that Where's the PC version?
So a lot of expectations and a lot of rumors are swirling behind that, based off job openings as well as other interviews where they have talked about it, where it looks like it's becoming a thing. So I've never played any of the Bloodborne games, but I know people who have, and they absolutely love them.
One Bloodborne game, but the other ones would be like Dark Souls and whatnot, and
Yeah, that's what I was.
they're solid games. They're some of the best games out there. I would argue. They're
Yeah, that's
incredibly difficult,
what
but
I heard too.
because like it's those games are so in depth, and FromSoft is just a really good company, and they know how to make a fucking game. The biggest thing that I feel like people don't like them is one, yes, they're difficult, but two, the story isn't just given to you. If you want to learn, you gotta fucking go learn.
Really?
You gotta sit down. You gotta look into lore. You gotta listen to videos. You gotta figure out what a fucking wet nurse is. And like, there's a bunch of shit that you have to learn. Like, I would argue, like Dark Souls, over the span of the 3 games, there's a shit ton. But in Bloodborne alone, there is so much information to take in, and there's a 3-hour long video explaining one portion of the game.
Yeah, it's
Reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
The FromSoft games are some of the most detailed, like lore story based games that are out there. Because I mind you, you said you never played them, but like you're dropped into this world, go.
Mhm.
And there's shit everywhere that like if you're like paying attention, you'll be like, okay, well that kind of links up with that, and you're like, fuck, how does that work? So then you go fall into a rabbit hole for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like those kind of games. I might actually like that. Yeah, they yeah, I was thinking about the Dark Souls as well too. I know a lot of people played those and they love those games as well. So yeah, PS5. It'll be it's not a launch game, but it will be coming out and being released for the PS5 hopefully by the end of the year.
rumor.
Rumored. Speaking of rumors, yesterday in an interview, IGN interviewed the director, the original director of Resident Evil 4. And they asked him, so what are your thoughts on the possible remake that hasn't been officially announced but slated for 2021, or slated for 2022, sorry, of the Resident Evil 4? He said that he is completely fine with them making it. My thoughts go out to them, and I am completely happy if they do it. As long as the game turns out good, I have no issues with it. We'll find out once the game's released. Is what he said. So basically, he's okay if they make the game good. If they fuck it up, pretty much, he said, yeah, I'm not going to be happy with it.
Well, I mean, it would be hard for them to fuck up a masterpiece.
That's true. So he said he's excited, but we'll see how it works. They and then kind of go from there. So, and they went into more details because he was involved in the remake of Resident Evil 2, and then expanding that story, and compared to what it was. But when it comes to actually Resident Evil 2, James, you actually might like this. So, so the modernized version of the original game, when they were talking about it, of Resident Evil 4, or do you think they will take creative liberties like Resident Evil 2 remake and expand the story, which was already a lengthy game? He said, if it's like the original and they go off my mindset, I had no intentions of making a lengthy game. It's just that after we put everything in the game that we wanted and ended up being long in general, to expand on that may not be wise. So, do you think because that Resident Evil 4 was kind of long, if they actually expand on it, it may make the game worse because of it being longer?
Depends on what they do. I mean, it really depends. If they were to expand it, and if they were to expand it with more meaningful stuff, then I can't see it being terrible. But if they were to just kind of like with Final Fantasy VII Remake, just kind of add a bunch of fluff to it, I can see it suffering because of that.
It doesn't get the same respect as the original one did.
Yeah.
And for being, it's not terribly old too, so.
What are
But we'll see. Yeah, it's not crazy old. It's like 20 years, but still not like not even 20 years.
No, it's been what, 04, I think?
Yeah. Speaking of more rumors, Halo.
05. Sorry.
The next Halo project seems to be in the works. 343 Industries has released a new slew of job openings with the quote to help develop a new project in the Halo universe. It is unknown what it will be. The job openings were just posted 2 days ago, and they will be up for another week and a half. So anyone interested in applying for 343 Industries, now's the time. Help develop the new Halo game.
Halo Wars 3, let's go.
Halo 3 remastered. There we go. And
Halo
then
3 is kinda trash. Not gonna lie.
speaking of, I don't know if it's still available yet, or still available now. If you are looking to get 3 months of Ultimate Game Pass, it's $22 on Amazon.com right now.
25.
$25, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I spent 25 yesterday.
So if it's, I believe it's still going for another week. You can get 3 months of Game Pass. Microsoft, you're welcome. Hook us up. For Game Pass Ultimate for $25. The last piece of news that I have, the Gaming Community Expo, or GCX, has added Dr. Lupo, who is a pretty big streamer, to their board of directors, where basically he will now be in charge and helping develop and create events for gaming in the near future. For those who don't know who Dr. Lupo is, he's one of Ninja's, the streamer's best friends. He plays Escape from Tarkov. He was really big into Fortnite for a long time, but he is the first gamer per se to join the Gaming Community Expo that helps run conferences like E3 and things along those lines. He does a lot of St. Jude's charity streams. Him by himself, he has raised over $10 million streaming for St. Jude's charity.
For him.
Shit.
That's
So,
awesome.
That's really great.
so yeah, that's so he's the first one out of basically in the gaming community to be a part of that commission, the board that then directs and throws all these gaming conferences. So that's all I got.
Yeah, that's crazy to think that the gaming commission, essentially, the overseers of the gaming expos, finally brought someone in from the gaming sphere.
Yeah, I
Never
know.
asked anybody ever.
So, bam. It
I
is
would have
what
done
it
it
is.
for free just to make E3 better and relevant.
Yeah.
They could have just fucking hired me for free.
So that's awesome. So congratulations, Dr. Lupo, if you decide to listen to our podcast. Appreciate you. Anybody else have any
Decide,
news?
He already does.
He does. He texted me last night. That's how I knew this. Anybody else have anything? Are we getting to some releases?
Fuck all, my friend.
I think that's
Word.
it.
Getting to some
Alright.
releases.
Releases.com. We have until the 14th. All right, so on the 9th, we have 1971 Project Helios coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One. Ease, Memory of Cicita, coming out for PS4 on the 9th. Jump King coming out for PS4 and Switch. Project Warlock coming out for PS4. Elder Scrolls Online Greymoor coming out for Xbox One, PC, and PS4 on the 9th. Then on the 10th, we got Demon's Tier Plus coming out for the Xbox One. Gunbird 2 coming out for the PC. Isle of Spirits coming out for the Xbox One and PC. On the 11th, we got Evan's Remains coming out for the PC and PS4. Project Warlock coming out for the Switch. Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection, that's going to be fucking tight. Coming out for the PC on the 11th. Beyond Blue coming out for the PC and PS4. Samurai Showdown, the newest one, coming out for the PC on the 11th. Ancestors Legacy coming out for the Switch on the 11th. On the 12th, we've got Warborn coming out for PS4 and Switch. Project Warlock coming out for the Xbox One. Goosebumps Dead of the Night coming out for Xbox One and PC. And then that's it.
From TVs and movies, there's really not much going on. If you ever wanted to watch The Goonies in 4K, you can tomorrow on
Hell
the 9th.
yeah.
It's being released on the 4K remastered. Is being released. It's absolutely hilarious. VOD is being released for 40 years of Rocky, the birth of the classic. Basically, it is behind-the-scenes look for the 40th anniversary of Rocky. The original is being released on the 10th. A new game show for ABC, called Don't. Is being aired on the 11th. I was reading, I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? Another game show?
You see this shit? Don't.
It's a comedy. It's a comical, physical game that follows a family of 4, and they must work together to work through 5 mental and physical challenges. The only rule is don't. For example, don't slip, don't forget, don't laugh, don't say, don't scream. It follows a slew of don't challenges where you don't do what it tells you not to do. And if you do it, you fail. It reminds me of one of those Japanese like shows like Don't Laugh, like what is that? The one you showed us, James? I can't remember what it was called, but
fuck, what's it called?
and like that card, that one has like the cards, the quiet library or whatever. Like Don't Laugh. Double Shot at Love with DJ Pauly D and Vinny from Jersey Shore. Their show is releasing on Documental. They're like tequila shot at love or whatever.
Oh god.
It's the 2 guys from Jersey Shore is coming out, and then the King of Staten Island.
I can't fucking wait for that goddamn movie, dude. I am so hyped.
That looks really good.
It
That comes out
so good.
on the 12th. If you're not familiar with that, that basically follows the life, kind of Pete Davidson growing up in Staten Island after losing his father at 9/11 as he fought the fires in the World Trade Centers. It looks like a comedy, but also like a drama at the same time.
Like, yeah,
A
the best way to
dramedy,
put it
if
is,
you
like,
will.
It's like it's not even necessarily that it's per se a drama, but like it's a comedy because it's Pete Davidson. What are you gonna do? It's a fucking but it has like a lot of really good emotional hooks, and it's like there's a full-blown story. It's just not like some bullshit comedy like Step Brothers, which is still phenomenal. It's a great movie, but it's not a good movie because it's a good movie. It's good because it's funny. As to where this, I think, is actually going to be a good movie because it's going to pull you into the storyline.
Yeah.
Like, it looks really good. I watched, like, a couple different, all the trailers that are currently out, I'm all caught up with. I'm really excited for that.
They're calling it a semi-autobiography, and one of the trailers, he was talking about his dad and how he needs to move on. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm good, dude. And he was like, and one of his friends was like, knock, knock. And Pete Davidson's like, who's there? And his friend goes, not your dad. And everyone's like, oh, you're a dick.
I know what that's like, too.
So it looks like it'll be funny, but that's all I got. Let's go around the room. Where can we find everybody? What are we can do in this next week? And
there is something else that changed this week.
what's up, man? Well, you go first, anyways. What happened, and then where can we find you? What are you gonna be doing?
Well, you can find me everywhere at Yokai Blue.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you
Because
changed
YFK
your
Okay,
shit.
blue.
has fallen.
Ghost Blue.
Yeah, he changed his name.
I have officially done my rebrand. That's something I forgot about completely because it went so under the radar that like no one said anything, and I was like, cool, I don't have to make a big deal about this.
No,
We'll just
no.
continue.
No, we said stuff about it. You just weren't in the room.
Oh, fuck off. What'd you say?
And it was my favorite type. It
No,
was just
it
expensive
was
stuff.
it was just, oh hey, Nate changed his name to Yokai Blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, who's the first one was like, who is that? I'm like, that's Nate. Everyone's like, oh, okay.
Good old
Come
Yogi
to
Bear.
think of it, I probably should have dyed my hair blue, but you know.
Eh.
Already fucking up on the branding.
Well, my entire intention was to do just dye it red, then dye the other half black. So we're gonna get there eventually. But so yeah, I finally did my rebrand. I finally found something that like stuck in my head for days and days and days, and I still like the sound of it. YF Kitchen was kind of like that for a while, but then I wanted something that was just one, like not even just necessarily one word, but like at least no like individual letters or numbers or anything like that. And I really just wanted something that was mine, and I didn't have to like work off of like a word that because someone had just Kitsune, because that's what everyone ended up fucking calling me anyway. People still just call me Kit or Kitsune, which is what I continues to be called, but that works because a Kitsune is a yokai, so we're good. It's defaultly correct. But yeah, so everywhere, every social media, I do have my Instagram. Uh, Something I haven't talked about in a very long time, and because I haven't used it in a very long time, but I do want to get back into it. My TikTok has changed to Yokai Blue. Yeah, I fucking that was for you, James. That was
I've
for
seen that.
you.
I could feel the eye roll over here. I could feel it.
My Twitch was actually the first thing before I even decided to fully change everything, because if I couldn't change that, I wasn't gonna change it. But Twitch, luckily, I got. I have yet to actually have to go through multiple different tries on Twitch. I just get lucky with the things I put in there, which
Nice.
is super cool. But yeah, except my YouTube. I don't remember how to change names on YouTube yet. I forgot. But yeah,
Yeah, let's go
everywhere
create a
Yokai
new
Blue,
channel.
I'm
It's
probably
through-
I'm probably gonna. But
It's through Google.
YOKAIBLU. And
Nice.
that is. I don't really have anything else I'm planning on doing this week. I do want to stream again, and I got quite a few single player games that would be, excuse me, prime for streaming. I just haven't done it because I've been busy, but now I no longer have the ability to be as busy as I was. So, yeah, I'll probably stream at some point, maybe. We'll see. I actually, because I had absolutely fuck all to talk about this week, and it was a short week, and I actually picked something up that I am messing with over here. Really interesting so far. I'll talk about it later though. But yeah, that's really all from me. Probably just gonna play whatever games the boys are playing. Maybe get into some Ark this week. That'd be kind of cool. I know Dale really wants to. Me and him were talking about it quite a bit actually. With the
Good.
way Dave has affected the workplace, I get to work with a lot of people I typically wouldn't get to work alongside, which is really cool. So like me and Dale get to work together, me and Ramon, a bunch of different people. And like yeah, me and him were talking about Ark, and if everyone's down to
Good.
be truly naked and afraid, that's what we want to do. That's the
About
plan.
time everyone started playing and Dale disappeared.
So
It's his computer, his internet shit. I know. I just
There's
like bashing on him.
but also like I didn't understand it at first, and I was more or less like against the idea at first, because like he wanted everyone to get that you start with nothing, everyone starts with nothing kind of idea. And at first I was like, nah, these mods are pretty, this is cool, that's cool. But then I filled an entire server with 37 mods, played with them all, my game crashed a couple times, and I realized, hey, this is really dope, but we need like 12 mods to make the game truly good, and that's it.
Yep.
But yeah, like I just want it'd be really cool for us all to come in, basically birth and rise through the game without being able to have just a building that would already be there and any form of higher levels. Like if we all can get knocked by a compy in a couple hits, that should be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
people are actually
I
down
have-
to play. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, I as much as I want to uninstall it, I haven't because it'll take too long to reinstall.
Yeah, that is not a lie.
Trust me, I know.
Only a million gigs big.
Yeah.
I
Weird
downloaded it twice.
So did
But that
Walker.
is
Walker's
all
down for
from
six
me.
times, too.
Let's just run the order from earlier. What about you,
Yeah.
Schroeder?
Yeah.
Just don't forget about
Splash,
James this time, fuckstick.
Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch and YouTube. Team Splash Screen on Instagram and Facebook, and Splash Screen G on the Twitter. And as far as gaming this week, I'm gonna probably do the same thing. I'm gonna gaming with the buddies. I'm not even gonna throw anything into the air because half the time I don't even end up playing it anyway. So, um, But other than that, that's about it. I don't have anything else super on the agenda.
Nice, Mr. Mock.
You can watch me make mediocre content on Twitch and YouTube at MarkDude701. Who knows what I'll end up doing? And same with Jeff. I'm not gonna toss anything up there because I'm not very good. But it's the effort that counts.
We
Or
love
the
you
thought.
guys all the same.
We do.
It's okay.
How about you, Walker?
Captain Geach 15, not Gooch. Geach, the
Yeah, I've been
Geach.
saying it wrong this whole time.
Captain Geach 15 on everything. You can find me, you can love me, you can like me on my fans only page at
OnlyFans?
yep, at thegeacher.com. No, I'm just kidding.
Geacher.
Just kidding. Don't Google that. It's really sexual. I don't actually know if it is or not, but gaming wise, probably just play the only two games I've been playing, Ark, and then
The Geacher cannot be reached.
Apex, and then probably Ark, and that's pretty much the
Why
only
don't you
thing.
download Siege, you fucking filthy casual.
I do have it, and I guess there's only other thing for me on Tuesday. I can finally reschedule my tickets for Havasu Falls, so that's been fucking 3
Hey,
months in the
finally.
An
making.
adventure.
That's been fun. But that's pretty much it for me. I think that's the end of the podcast. Everyone go home now. Bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. James, man, the Mr. Streaming advocate himself, the one that's been keeping us all on par. What have you been up to, man? I know you got a full schedule this week. You need to keep doing that. I appreciate you, and I love that you actually have a schedule. So thank you for that, man.
That's LVL unlocked pod. Oh wait, no, you let me go. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so you can watch me stream Bug Fables and Doom Eternal on twitch.tv/people8studios. I'm also planning on, I don't know, maybe streaming some Siege, maybe
That'd be cool.
maybe streaming some Smash Bros
I'd be down.
with the bros. I want to
Me too, if I could play it.
Bro, just get a fucking light.
Oh.
Do what Piff did. Get a
Oh.
light.
I forgot a piece of news. Speaking of Smash, and the Nintendo Switch, because Schroeder said he wants to be able to play it. So I got some good news.
Oh,
or-
where can we find a Nintendo Switch?
Nowhere, but you can find a Nintendo Switch Lite in most locations. So if you want the original Switch, you're still SOL. You can't find it. But
Well,
if you
no,
want
you
a
can find
Nintendo
it.
Lite, oh yes, you can find it
Yeah,
on
so
eBay.
there's people out there selling just the tablet, no Joy-Cons, no nothing, for $300.
Oh my gosh.
On eBay.
You know, even though I
I
still
swear.
consider them kind of terrible, I will give it to them that they're not being as horrible as most of these others.
Oh, hold on, it gets better. If you want the whole kit and caboodle, it is around like $450, $500.
Yep.
God forbid if you want to get the Animal Crossing New Horizons one, you're gonna be spending right around $800.
Oh, so here's the thing: if you want the Animal Crossing New Horizons one, if you go, not a sponsor at all, but I am gonna advocate for our website real quick because they're fucking awesome and they need more recognition, even though they probably have enough. But D-Brand has not Animal Crossing skin, and it's fucking awesome. If you can get enough people, it's not on the completely sold out forever list. It's on the do you want us to bring it back list. So it is you can get the skin for each thing, and for the base that has Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy. But if you look closely, they've been modified just enough to be where they're not them. so that it's no longer able to be copyrighted. And if you don't look at it way too hard, it doesn't look different, so it looks really cool. But the colors are the exact same. Oh, the whole colorway is the exact same, so it's really dope. So go
Nice.
check that out.
Yeah,
I'm
you can buy
probably
it.
gonna try to get that.
But yeah, so if you do want to play Smash Bros, you can get a Switch Lite. So there's that. Okay, go ahead, James.
So I want to do because I've been playing a lot of single player games and streaming a lot of that, and I want to play some things with the bros. I want to stream some things with the bros.
I'd love to play some Siege again with the whole squad. I miss that.
Hell yeah.
Be a good time.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that, and then well, I guess, well, no, that would be next. That'll be next. Is it next week when the Isle of Armor DLC drops? Was it the 13th? Forget what Jeff
I don't know.
said.
17th, I believe.
17th. Okay, 17th. So that's next week. We don't need to worry about it right now.
Waiting for Hoku Life to come out.
And then if you miss
Really?
a stream or if you want to watch anything that I do, afterwards, go to youtube.com/people8studios. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, do it. I don't care. Twitter.com/people810.
Do it.
Do it. Memes. Maybe someone will post my nudes to twitter.com. Who knows?
Get
You'll
that
be the
iCloud leak, baby.
star.
Get famous. The fappening. Well, ladies and gents, James, you have anything else, sir?
Oh, Thursday. If you're not if you are not a patron on our wonderful Patreon, you should definitely do it now, because on Thursday, my talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake, my in-depth discussion, will be posted on there.
Yes, sir, it will be. And you can find that at patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast, as well as you can find us on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook at Level Unlocked Podcast, and on Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
We appreciate you all for being here in this crazy, crazy past week. Hopefully this week is a little better for you. And we appreciate you all, and we will see you all here bright and early, 10:30 p.m. Central, Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Time,
Hey,
all the times.
Bright and early for someone.
Yes, exactly. Next Sunday. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll see you guys next week.
Adios.
Take
Have
care.
a good
Thanks
one.
for your time.